One.
Alright.
Okay. So when we last left off, you had convinced the last burly, I'm gonna say, she's a bit on the burly side, Anna, to join your cause. And you now gathered all the 5 cheerleaders, Dragon Balls, and you're going to do an intervention or something. Was how exactly was that gonna work out? We'll do the experience in a second. I was just curious on what the plan was.
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Okay,
We'll find out together.
find out together. Um, all right. Let me go and do
Uh,
the get that.
I wasn't sure if we were actually gonna. I didn't know if we were actually gonna do that in game. But yeah, no,
I
that's gonna
mean,
be harrowing.
should be fun for a
Yeah.
good laugh. Let's see. Do the easy question stuff first. XP, end of session. Did we learn something new and important about the world threat? Well, let's see what
I think
happened that
so.
time.
I don't. What did we learn? I don't think we learned anything.
It was mostly
Um,
resolution.
I think
Uh,
that we. I think that we learned. I think that we learned that first off, Linda wasn't really the source of the evil, and that there's something more behind what's going on.
I will give David the I'll give you guys the credit because David did manage to get something good there.
So,
Yeah, there was some ominous things going on and something in the background is happening. So I'll give you guys the point
Well,
for that. Let's see. Did you save someone from the machinations of evil or forces at play?
um, we're trying to. We're actively trying. At least.
You're setting up an intervention. I think that's pretty good.
yeah, I think we saved Linda in a sense.
You did, in a sense.
In a way.
Uh, did we learn something new about the magical or important about the magical heroes?
Um,
Hmm.
unless you
We
consider
learned that
Bentley.
Dean can fly.
That's true. We did learn that Dean could fly.
Dean's the flying monkey.
Yeah.
And the last one is
Sure.
yeah, go ahead. And then
No, no,
we
no.
and then we could do the last one is did we develop friendships or new friendships or deepen existing ones? I think I'll give you guys that one. You
I
guys
think
are
we definitely made new
you're
friends.
you're made new friends and
Hey,
you're building relationships with characters in the game. So that's fine.
I
Uh
Yeah, I mean,
think
there,
Dean
at the
knocks that
very
out of the
least,
park.
Yeah, I think so too.
so three or more questions were answered, so 2 XP all around. So
Nice.
there you go. And of course, if you haven't calculated your failures and already wrote them down, please add that to that pool as well. Who hasn't? Is there anybody that doesn't know how many failures they made last time?
I don't think I
Or
made. I don't think I made any failures.
I
'Cause I
think
wasn't
some
doing
people because it
anything.
was
I don't
most of
think
them.
I don't think I had any rolls.
I think it was
we rolled
like
anything.
sheer narrative a lot last time, so it's pretty much just everybody's getting 2 XP unless they can think of the failures or wrote them down. I don't think we had like any rolls because it was all talking. So
Yeah. I have to move my laptop, so I'm gonna disappear for like
no,
a minute
that's
and be right
fine.
back. So B R B.
Okay. Claire disappears out of existence from front of you. No, I'm kidding. Just fuck around. That would be terrible. She vanishes. Uh, okay. So you've convinced the last person to join your cause out of the 5 cheerleaders. All that's left really to do is to wait to end of day, and then you'll have the club meeting. Was there anything you guys wanted to do before the club meeting? Because that's pretty much the end of day. Because you guys said you were going to classes and just sort of gathering cheerleaders.
No, I think Dean is just it's been a eventful week and he's just kind of like laying low, probably taking naps during classes when possible.
Your teachers don't know the difference. You're the class clown character. They're just like, okay. I don't
Yeah,
even
they
remember
they
roles.
they 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 let him sleep on purpose so they don't have to deal with him.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Was there any classes you guys didn't get to really attend? Because I remember you guys ended up going. not being able to go to some of them because you're bouncing around. Yeah, like science class. I think you guys all had to skip science class. Yeah.
When did the lizard people last come up?
Oh, the
I
one
feel
of
like
the
they were recently mentioned again.
they were. One of the cheerleaders mentioned that that Jeffrey, who is in class, not class, but in school. Let me just go back to my notes.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Jeffrey, yeah, one of the cheerleaders mentioned that Jeffrey Donovan had been seen twice that day, and not in the, you know what I mean? Like she saw two of him. So,
Right.
and then your friend, who's now napping, had mentioned that one of them was dressed up like Jeffrey.
Right. I'm just thinking if it's worth staking out the Jeffrey bathroom.
Just to see if he'll show back up again.
Yeah, just in general.
Or just stalk Jeffrey through the hallways in between classes.
You know, I mean, all the cool kids hang out in the bathrooms.
Yeah, apparently. That's up to you, but I think let's see. Here's the issue. You're jumping between classes, talking to cheerleaders, getting that stuff done. The real question is, did you have an active role in like the negotiation? Because we just say you wandered off and was doing that during the whole time. You know? I don't remember. Like I remember a lot that it was David that was taking the forefront on conversation.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really talking, no.
I mean, I might be wrong. I didn't get to listen to everything because I just, been busy. But I assume. Yeah, if you wanted to do that while people were gathering cheerleaders, that's fine because you weren't a very how should I put this?
Yeah,
You're
I'm not.
not the super social type. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like talking to cheerleaders in general.
Okay. Sure. If you want to stalk Jeffrey Donovan, I can make you have some roles, and that's fine. More questions about. Did you guys want to know what the science class was like? Since you're still going, you said you guys were going to classes, so
You
that
guys
was
want to go to class?
well. You guys are going to class, right? You guys said I'm going to go to classes, and then we're gonna talk to the cheerleaders kind of in between. We're not going to like skip classes. At least this is what the impression was.
I thought we'd already talked to all the cheerleaders, right? We
No, you
did all
talk.
that.
Yeah, I know that. But what I'm saying though is,
Okay.
in between talking to the cheerleaders, you guys actually went to class, and there were a few of
Yeah.
them that you didn't get to go to because of
Instead of
you know
doing
what I'm
an
saying?
Doing an RP the class.
Right. So what I'm saying is not roleplay the class, but at least know what it's like. You know what I mean? Like, do you want to know like who your teacher is and what it looks like, or do we just want to skip past that? You know?
I mean, unless
Sounds
you
like
feel
it's
like
relevant to the story.
if it's
Everything's
relevant
relative to the story.
great.
Is that a hint that it's relevant to the story, David?
No, look. All I'm saying is we could just skim by it and we can come back to it later. You're gonna keep going to classes, or I could discuss what you see, and then we could still have that other stuff take place. It doesn't change what you guys did. It's just that do you guys want to know what was in the classes that you attended, right?
Right. Is it taught by a lizard person?
Was it? No. The only teachers you got to meet.
Not yet.
You've already met a few of them, so there's no bother like role playing those out. Like David Boghammer, he's the guy that does gym, and Duncan something or other who does English. That's not you don't need to replay that. The only person that you didn't get to meet really in game was Elizabeth Warren, who is the mathematics teacher who looks tired, always on edge, and is short, like half.
And it's 4% Indian.
What's up?
Native American.
What was it? I couldn't hear you.
And it's 4% Native American.
Maybe, I don't know. But oh God, I just forgot what that goes. Was that a political joke? Damn.
Yes.
I didn't even consider that. I just anyway, I did not think of that when I made her name. But she is like very short, like near hold on. Near child stature, like she's like slightly above that. So she is a small lady.
Yeah, for anyone who didn't get that, Elizabeth Warren, the
Yes.
senator from the state of Massachusetts, famously said she's Native American because she's like 2% Native American.
Yeah, I didn't think of the name was. I'm like, oh, whatever. We're gonna go. It's still the name. The name is the name. We're not changing it. So yes, Elizabeth is your mathematics teacher. It's weird because she's both a combination of a person that looks young because she's short and she has that face, but she also looks very tired on edge, like a kid that stayed up way too late playing video games. So she's got that, like both of those looks.
That crackhead look.
But
Yes.
with aid of a ladder, she could, point to things on a board and teach like everybody else. So, okay, that's the only teacher you really didn't meet. Everybody else,
You sound a
met
little.
with the history
You sound a
teacher.
little. You sound a little ableist there.
She literally needs one. Like, it's not like the school was built for her. No offense. This is the '90s, okay?
Yeah, the ADA hasn't passed yet. Got it.
Most of that stuff actually happened in like the late 2000s. It's like way later. Anyway, so yes, that's the only teacher you didn't meet, and with that said, we can skip to end of day, and with end of day, Alex, Mr. Something Rother, approaches you. He comes over to you. Good. Say good afternoon because it's not quite evening, or it doesn't make sense for it to be. Good afternoon. Here's the key to the room, and he hands it to you. It has like the room number and like it's like an old style key because this place has been around a long time. And he goes, I'll be expecting good things from you, or else I will not continue to pay the budget for the club. Well, good day. He just sort of wanders off.
Thanks.
Yeah. Sorry. I was just gonna say, yeah. Thanks. We'll be sure to bust a huge case.
Well, he doesn't expect you to bust a huge case. He just expects you to like do school newspaper stuff. He doesn't want the room to he talked to you before. He doesn't want the room to be used for just hangout space because that's not productive to school.
Yeah, I'm sure. We'll expose all the corruption in this up in this school.
Oh, okay. Oh, good.
Are there other kids who are supposed to be assigned this with us?
Well, he has the room key. If you ask Mr. Something Rather before he leaves, he'll say that the other students are waiting for you at the room since they asked where it was.
Oh boy. All right. Well, yeah, let's get down there. We don't want to keep these people waiting.
All right. Down a hallway, turn a left, down another hallway at a darker side of the school building, you find an old-looking space, like probably like an office space. In front, you got the key to the door. Is your group of friends or new friends? In your clubmates, I guess. Your clubmates are there right in front of the room, and I will go down a list of the people that you know because you can just see them right there. So you've got.
Hold on. Is there a murdered copier here?
A murdered copier? No, it's not the movie Office Space.
Okay, all right. Sorry.
What I mean is,
get that.
in a darkened.
Nothing about it.
Yeah, I get you. But yes, in front of it, the people that you recognize are Louis Bren because he's obvious. You recognize Gwen Ho. He's from before. You met him briefly in the hallway. Alex especially recognizes Jeffrey Donovan because he's been kind of pseudo stalking him in a way. Who else? You got that person. Just making sure we got everybody here. Yeah.
You said Louis
Bren, Gwen Ho,
Jeffrey?
and Jeffrey Donovan are in front of the building. In front of the door. All right. Let's see. I'm just checking. Oh, it looks like Luna is typing. All right. So those ones are, and Jeffrey's like, "Hey, how's it going, guys?"
Is Jeffrey the one that we assume is a lizard person?
Oh, Jeffrey is the one you assume is a lizard person. Oh, sorry, Louis Bren was the one who was very excited to see you guys. Got a little mixed up today.
Yeah.
Let me get a drink.
Yeah, he was the bone collector
friend
from the cafeteria.
So yes, so
he's a little ghoulish, right?
Yeah, he's a bit ghoulish. He's dressed in his normal, what you would call normal attire, which is all blacks.
That's okay. He fits right in.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
he's like-
I'm gonna walk past Jeffrey Donovan and like kind of like size him up and be like, "What's up? How you
Jeffrey
feeling
Donovan.
today?"
I think I'm
Yeah.
pretty good. He seems super normal, like really normal. Like you look at him, you go, "Oh my, he's textbook definition." So yeah,
Okay.
he's very plain appearance, sort of brown hair, tall, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, just in general.
Aggressively
like-
normal. Got it.
See ya.
You guys
Okay.
excited to write some newspapers?
Let's see. Who are you asking that to? The group in general?
The group in general.
Let me see. Jeffrey says that he's very excited to have something on his transcript because he needs something on there for when he leaves high school. Gwen Ho says he's mostly here to take pictures. Yeah, you haven't talked to him very much. He has like just very like sharp demeanor, so he's just I'm just here to get photos, and you know I'm very interested in photography, and this is about as close as we come to a photography club.
Yeah.
So that's his motivation.
What kind of camera do you have?
Oh, he opens a case and he's got like like a square camera with a big ass lens, and like he's got like 3 or 4 different like shutter settings on it. He shows you. He's very excited about that if you ask him.
I indulge. What does this do?
It goes, oh, that controls the shutter speed. This controls the amount of light that goes in through the focus, and he'll like he's interested. You know, it's his big hobby, so he's excitedly talks about these things.
Hey, listen, I nod. I ask questions.
Okay, so picture that's what he says for like a while. Let's see. Yeah, so Jeffrey doesn't particularly care of what he does. He just wants to make sure that he has something on his transcript, and his parents, he doesn't have to be around them because if you picture how boring he is, his parents are more so. So he would prefer to be anywhere
I
than go home.
actually understand that sentiment.
Let's see. All right, so those are the 3. Alex, you have the key to the room. Do you want to do the honors? They'll look at you like we're all kind of standing around here.
Well, they're standing in front of the room, not in the room.
Right, you're standing in front of the room. They can't get in without you unlocking it.
Okay.
It does say newspaper office though, like student newspaper.
Oh shit.
It's just written in
how dusty
Sharpie
is
and
the
like
sign?
taped to the door.
Not Sharpie. It's like a wooden sign that somebody like
Yeah,
marked
no,
up.
I get
Wow.
it. How dusty is it?
Real dusty.
All right. Well, I'll rub off the dust, you know, because we're a fancy establishment.
That's the level of dust.
Yeah, I got it. I am coughing. But yeah, I mean, I'll stick the key and twist.
Okay. With some force, the door opens with because it's been a long time since this door has been opened. You turn on the light, which flickers for a quick second, and you get like that, you know, the old style lighting comes up, and the room is pretty messy, to be honest, and covered in dust. But there's like kind of cool stuff like old school typewriters and like, you know, filing cabinets full of who knows what clues. It's an old room.
Well, I'm
gonna
gonna
go
do
right.
what any
I'm gonna go.
teenage male would do. I'm gonna start rummaging through the filing cabinets.
Sure.
That's
Okay.
what I was gonna do.
We just run to the filing cabinets. Do you want to find boring news stories from the 1930s? There you go.
Yeah, we should investigate all this dust. We should maybe investigate all this dust. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. If you hear me coughing, it's not just because the dust; it's because it just won't stop coughing. So yeah, they'll come in and be like, "Oh man, Jeffrey." Everybody else is like, "Ugh, dust," and then like Jeffrey just looks around and goes, shrugs his shoulders, like this is kind of normal. Just like shrink. I don't know. Do you want?
Hey,
do you want-
Jeffrey, I'm not gonna find anything in here about you, am I?
About me? What do you mean? No, I've only been alive a short while, so I doubt I'm in here. And like
That
news-wise.
sounds exactly like what somebody who's been alive for a lot longer would say. I've only been alive for a little while. Sure.
All right. The only thing Jeffrey's doing right now, since you haven't asked him to do anything, is he has taken one of the rolly chairs and kind of gleefully slid it across the floor to a table where he's like playing with, random stuff that he's found, I'm sure.
Yeah. Hey Jeff, you
Yeah.
wanna like help me organize here a bit?
Oh, all right.
If Zeppo is going to start going to the filing cabinet, I'm actually going to get a little OCD and start. I'm going to open up the windows, and I'm going to
Give
pull.
me a roll
I'm
for
gonna
those
pull-
windows. Give me a roll for that.
Sure.
There's some
Geez,
old
that's for me.
style windows that you're.
Okay,
This is
I
a strength
will.
check.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my wish. If that's what you want.
You're gonna fail one of these times. It's gonna be
I'm gonna-
catastrophic.
I'm gonna
Didn't I
keep-
tell you?
I'm gonna-
I told you that anytime you do your wish, it just
Yeah,
keeps
no, I-
stacking. Okay.
I know. I heard what you said.
Someone just like
I-
randomly
I
dies
like
halfway across the
playing with
hall.
fire. I like playing with fire. So I rolled 2 6s plus 2, so that's 14. So you can go jump up a bridge. I am going to just like I'm gonna go to open up one of the windows. I'm like struggling with one of the windows, and then like the other two just pop open. I'm like, ha! And I have 2. I'm also going to just kind of reach behind my back and pull out a roll of paper towels and some Windex, and then just start
He
wiping
must have
stuff
been
down.
expecting that he would need to do that here.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. How did the other 2 windows open?
I think
I didn't.
you can ask him.
Yeah, I am. How did the other 2 windows open?
They just flew open. He was struggling with one, and then the other two just slid up.
Oh, it must have
it's
been.
just it's just simple. It's just simple physics, man. Don't think too
Yeah,
much about it.
Got it. Must
It's
have
not.
been the wind.
It's nothing
Got it.
that your small mind will be able to understand.
my God.
Smile at it.
Wait,
I'm
what?
sorry.
What do you?
Sorry.
Okay, what was that? Who said I had a small mind? Excuse me.
No, I was saying that to Amos, that his small mind wouldn't be able to grasp the concept of physics.
I go back to reading my book.
I gotta mute myself, so I'll be back.
All right.
All right. Well, that was kind of weird, but the school's kind of old. It does. I guess it just does weird things.
Okay.
Uh,
Let's see. Yeah, I know, right?
I'm
Let's.
gonna start cleaning. I can't live like this.
Guan will help anyone who. Oh yeah, describing Guan because you've only met him like once, and you know a lot about Bren. And Jeffrey is so boring that you don't need to really describe him. Guan is sort of like kind of a roundish face, stocky kid, thick glasses, and like a Korean heritage. So he's has sort of like his English is very good, but you can hear it occasionally in his voice, and yeah, and he likes photography, and yeah, he will definitely help clean because he cannot stand how this room looks.
Wait, he's not the one with the camera, right?
Yeah, he's like, I can't stand this. I gotta help.
No, I'm saying who's the one with the camera?
Guan.
Okay, so he's the one with the camera, and the
Yeah.
third person is Jeff.
Jeffrey,
Um,
who's extremely boring and
No,
normal
who's the
looking.
third? Yeah, those 2. Who's the third?
Louis Brand, the
Louis.
guy, your friend who's
Oh yeah, our friend.
suspected
Yeah.
to be a ghoul.
Do we know if Jeff and the Quan character know each other? Like, what do we know?
They know each other like people know each other normally. Like they don't really like hang in the same circles, except now they do.
So they're not really hanging out in those like lizard people circles. Got it.
Well, do you say that, or I'm assuming not?
No. I'm just thinking to myself.
No. They just seem like they're now club mates. That's the sort of friendship they have currently. So that's how they know each other. Lewis doesn't really know anybody except for you guys because he doesn't hang out with many people. Though I suppose he does have friends people that he might consider friends, but no one has bothered to ask him. So as far as you guys know, you're his friends.
Right.
You know.
Anyways, I guess I just spend the time cleaning.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna try to find the main editor's desk.
Okay. Sounds good.
Because I assume there is one.
There is one.
I'm gonna claim that shit.
Well, it is your office, so sure. Your club.
any couches?
Let me think.
Any
Yeah, there's only usually like that one big couch in the chair, right? That's how it always works. There's like the one large three-seater and like the one single seat, like power chair or something we would call it. So yeah, that's what you have for seating and the normal seats and desks.
All right. So any other supplies that we have in here?
I
Like
mean,
computers or
like typewriters, ink, for the typewriters themselves, paper for those. You could probably get them to get you a computer. It just hasn't been brought in because the room is disgusting.
yeah, we should get that.
But
Computer sounds nice.
but you'll only be able to get the one because of budget constraints and because they need them for the computer lab.
Well, that's
So
Since this used to be the old student newspaper office, I assume there's copies of the old
right,
newspaper.
I'm gonna cut to Zeppo because he's literally been sticking his head in filing cabinets.
Yeah. So I'm assuming at some point we would find at least a couple of copies of the old newspaper.
Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense. So I'll go to Zeppo. Let's see. It's gonna be some sort of investigation check, so probably mental of some sort. Let me look at the sheets real quick. Vigilant, yeah. Persona, yeah, okay. So I think it's just mental that way. Just want to check something out real quick. Okay, I have a sheet in front of me. Yeah, okay, so straight mental. So yeah, it's you're just making a mental check because you're going through filing cabinets. So 2d6 in mental.
Okay. Okay.
There's nothing really physical about it, and it's not like unless you want to try to use your luck skill because you do have one of those. I'm pretty sure it works where it's like sort of pseudo random, but it is a skill that you have.
The fool's luck, how does that work?
So last time you used it, basically you find a clue that will relate to something later, but not directly to the thing at the exact second. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like the scarf.
Yeah.
So I'll let you.
How does that work? Like I just say I'm using the fool's luck.
Yeah. So
And then if I pass my roll, I get something.
Right. So I'm giving you a choice. You could either go with your gut, like go with your mental and look through the paperwork, or you could do fool's luck instead and have something just fall out of the cabinet while you're ditzing around in there.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use the fool's luck.
All right.
And I rolled an 8.
Okay, that's a success. What would be useful to you? Just give me a sec. I'm like trying to find some. Takes me a second because it can't be direct to the thing. It has to be sort of indirect. Let's see. 1 sec. You find two or like rolled up in like a tube, kind of like where you're going through the filing cabinet. 2 or 3 sheets of music in like a tube. I mean, it's paperwork, so it is weird that it's in there, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's in there. So you're like
So
pulling
this
paperwork
you
out,
said
and you
this is
find
like the old news. This is the old newsroom, or
yeah, it's the old newspaper office. But you've in there, you pull out a tube, and inside the tube, when you pop it, is like 2 or 3 pages of music.
is it just the sheet music, or are there like lyrics accompanied with it?
It's just sheet music.
Oh, this is weird. Anybody read sheet music? Anybody read music? Hey Amos, do you read you read music, don't you? You know you look like all things.
I've never played an instrument in my life.
Yeah. This is
Um,
it's just this is just bizarre that I'm going through this and I don't understand. I'd like to. I don't know. Just tired. It's been a long couple days, man.
Well, it was in there like a secure, like when you're going through the paperwork, and then it's like there's just a secure documents thing, so it's like a tube, and it's got that in
Yeah,
it.
no, I mean this is really interesting. I mean, it just seems like really incongruous with all the other stuff that's shoved in these drawers.
somebody must read sheet music. I feel like at least somebody would like most people have
Lewis,
band.
you read music. You're a musician, right?
Lewis looks up and goes, I'm very interested in music. It's one of the things that I like. I guess you can bring it over here.
You friends
You
with
wanna
any musicians?
you wanna
Uh,
you wanna
I'm not
sample this, Lewis?
not I wouldn't say I'm friends with the musicians, but I hang out there. And if you guys flash back to way longer ago, um, like a bunch of sessions back, you remember where he was hiding out, which was outside the music room, in the in between space between the hallways, which is where the music room was located because it has soundproofing. So he does hang out in front of the music room. Whether or not he's talented at reading sheet music, who can say? They're like, sure, I'll look at it. I mean, I don't know how much I can get from reading it.
Yeah, you bet you're bet as good on bet. You can read. I can't talk.
Okay, no, that's
Besides,
fine.
I'm telling I'm
You
just
put
really
it,
tired.
you put it in front of him, and he looks at it. No, 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 no. Wow, there's a lot of progression here. He just like looks at it and goes, "Why is there's so much like
So many
notes?"
notes.
No. She understands that there's notes here. Like it's music, sheet music, but it goes. It's like the pacing of this is very fast and kind of all over the place. I don't know what he's trying to get here. He's like trying to like hum it to himself. Oh, I've heard something familiar to this.
Is it like orchestrated or something? Orchestrated
No,
symphony music?
it's like a solo piece, or somebody's like. I mean, you could have accompaniment, but this is meant for mostly like a soloist.
I'm kind of looking over his shoulder or across the table at it too. I'm like looking. Is there a byline? Is there a composer's name on it?
No, this looks like the middle of when you got a stack of like music stuff. This is the middle section. Like it's not. It doesn't have
Oh, okay.
it just has the notes so that he's supposed to play. It doesn't have the beginning and the end, so you don't have authors. You know what I mean on this. He goes, I've heard something similar to this. If I only could remember it. Oh well. He goes, I know that this sounds like something I've heard before, or it's close to it at least.
Well, okay. Well, I think we got our first case, and I think you should be on it, Lewis.
You
You
want
should find out what
wait?
the sheet music is, and
Oh, I just came to help out. You guys.
You know what?
What do you
Fine,
mean?
give it. You know what? I'll do it. My sister
Sure.
knows. I can.
Why
You know what?
why don't you take this together? Teamwork
can
makes
do
the
it.
dream work.
Tell you what.
Well, hey, is there a
I
photocopier in
got
this
it.
room?
Photocopier.
Actually,
Is there a
might be.
photocopier
Probably
in this room?
not.
Maybe it's. Do we have to go get the equipment for all this
Okay,
stuff?
I want to Zeppo. If you're gonna try that, I would make you roll luck. So you wanna, because like it depends on when the office was shut down. If it was shut down like
okay.
a long
Yeah,
time
exactly.
ago.
Yeah. Well, since
I rolled an
Zeppo
8.
asked his luck.
No, you rolled an 8.
An 8, yeah.
Okay, I will give you a photocopier, but it is old. It is like first or second. You know what I mean? Like it's a
Right.
beast.
Well,
Alright.
maybe we should make a copy of this, so in case something, not I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but if something happens to it, at least we have a copy.
In a little while after he reads it, because he's been going through it, right? He'll look up and go, "That reminds me, there's a concert Monday, right? Yeah,
Oh, one of us
there's
should
supposed to be a concert.
do. Maybe one of us should go and see it, and maybe we could write an article for like our first article about it. Take pictures.
On a school night.
Oh no, it's well, yes, it's on a school night because it's after classes, so yes, yep.
Is it
Uh,
like? Is it late?
no, not super late. They don't want it to have the students stay out that late, so there's probably going to be like nearly right after classes.
Yeah, that sounds like.
Well, I
Like,
think we got our first story.
I mean, sure, I like music. I'll go along for that, and I'm sure he'll go. I'm guessing Guan would like to take photos of stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Yeah, okay, I'll agree. Um, yeah, he has no problems going to that. He is a fan of music in general. He likes music because and this sounds super sad when he says it. The nice thing about music is music just exists. It does not judge, or something like that. So it's, he's all for anything involving music.
I wonder what it tastes like, though.
Music? He'll just think about it. No idea.
Mhm.
Let's see. Jeffrey's
Yes.
just kind of taking in the room. He hasn't said anything.
I think. All right. So I guess what we need to do is we're gonna write a story. We should. One of us should definitely try to. One of us should go get a computer from the computer lab. We should probably spend the first couple of meetings just like getting set up and establishing ourselves. What should we call our newspaper?
Well, that's what I'm trying to see if we can find. See if we can find a copy of one of the old newspapers. I want to see what it looked like before.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Do you mind if I just take the sheet music for now and I can bring it back tomorrow?
Yeah,
And-
that's fine. It's not it's not his. And yeah, who are you
Maybe,
asking, Alex?
maybe make a couple of copies.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right.
And then you hear Lewis in the background just sort of humming it to himself.
Hey, Glenn, why don't you snap a couple pictures of those things in lieu of photocopies for now?
No.
And at least we do have a record.
It's a great idea.
All
I
right.
don't know if this photocopier is gonna work.
I would say that because it's so old that it's got like a percentage chance of every time you take a photo, or take a photocopy with it, like you're just breaking down randomly, and like But yeah,
I could
if you
always
want him to
take a
take
look at it.
photos of sheet music, that's fine. It'll take him a little while to develop them if people want copies.
Yeah, but at least we have. If again, like Zeppo said, at least if something does happen, we've got something to hold on to. I put up a message in the thing. I don't have to do it right away, but as I'm cleaning, I'm kind of keeping an eye out for anything interesting that might be kind of dropped behind the cabinet, or just any little things that might pop up.
You just find a note for help. Please, they're on to us. No.
Dated 1972.
Inside the walls.
So anyway, yeah, I get you. So we'll go in order. You, Alex, sorry, you went into the shelf, found music. Alex wants to know what they used to call. They were just something generic like the Clovenfoot press, which that's how it is. You have fixed
Well,
something
how
to their.
do we know that?
Because it's on a newspaper, like they have a student newspaper in
Yeah.
Clovenfoot
Say,
Press.
dude, so did we find a copy of the student
Yeah,
newspaper?
you did. Yep.
Is there anything in the student newspaper worth reading about?
Okay. I will go into my history database about the school. Hold on, it's not very big, so it should be able to find it pretty.
I'm just curious if there's anything about
Right. And
lizard people or
Well, I mean,
weird
I imagine
dead
there's
dogs.
I imagine there's
or
probably like dozens of newspapers here. Probably
Yeah.
not just like one or two. So we
Right.
would have to pour through lots and lots of newspapers to find something that
Well,
might
I'm just
be
saying.
an interesting.
I guess we don't have to. I'm not really. I'm not really saying that I'm like examined every single little bulletin in it. I'm just saying if there's like a big lizard people murdered by like aliens or something as a headline,
Or lizard people spotted. Is the math teacher a lizard person?
No.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Right.
the
I'm saying
math.
I'm looking for that kind of page 1 and 2.
Yeah, keep an eye out for anything about vampires.
About what? Sorry.
I said anything about vampires.
Vampires. Okay. I didn't know you were into fiction.
That's what
Yeah,
I like about
yeah,
vampires.
Well, I mean, there's lots of weird things that happen in this town. That could be one of them.
Okay.
Also, talking paperclips.
All right. One of the school newspapers, which is I would suppose like extra kind of thing, is you get one from 1928 talking about
1928. What the fuck?
the school is old. I've explained this several times. Talking about rum runners, because that was at the time very big news, and it's. By the way, your newspaper
Don't know what that is.
That's fine. They're basically people that rum runners are people that illegally move rum, basically.
Oh, 1928, because it would be during the Prohibition.
Yeah. So they apparently rum runners were hiding near the coast, and the police rounded them up and took care of the problem. So that was in 1928, and then there's a newspaper from, let's see, is that I'm just seeing like time wise how that would work. Okay, so yeah, that's a really weird one. Like if you like most of them are like college football team pass, you know what I mean? Like goes through finals or something. But this one is like rum runners founded goes 1928. Oh, it sticks out.
Okay, well I'll put that one on my editor's desk.
Well, I have a suggestion. I mean, obviously, we're all interested. Some of us are interested in these more macabre types of stories.
Yeah.
And I kind of look over at Jeffrey, and I go, I mean, would you be interested in covering the things that are a little bit less gritty, things like sports or school politics?
Jeffrey, like I said, so you're asking Jeffrey what kind of things he wants to do, and yeah, he's fine with. He's very good at writing what would be textbook like responses, right? Like if you want someone who write a business column or something, or write something about the school lunch food changing, he's the guy. He's definitely the guy you would get.
Yes.
I mean, maybe you could write about people's odd pets like snakes or lizards. He's
astoundingly boring, so that will work out fine for him.
We could do a poll,
Mm-hmm.
What would
and
you
like?
Is Jeff kind of Jeff like hangs out with like cool kids, right? If I remember correctly, he's like somebody's boyfriend.
What? No, Jeff hangs out with like a few people. They've seen him in the hallways, like hanging out with a few male friends, but they don't stand out much, Like he doesn't stand out much, and they only stand out a little bit more. So he's not doesn't run in popular circles, but he isn't alone.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. That's a great idea for for an article. Maybe do like a little survey. Yeah, maybe like a survey of what kind of pets people have. Lizards, snakes, I don't know, dogs, cats, that kind of thing.
Pet tarantulas.
Tarantulas, yeah. Wow, those
Spiders
are
are pretty
creepy.
cool.
Let's see. Do
But
something.
Pretty cool to some, pretty creepy to others.
Flip a coin. Just a second. Let's see.
at
Uh,
this point, we would have taken the
hey,
pictures.
hey,
I'll see if I can.
yeah, you took the picture, so you're holding out the music sheet for him to like take photos.
Yes.
Okay.
And I put the originals away, and I'm gonna see if I can do some research today on. Actually, I should visit the library. I bet the library would have a thing on how to read music.
Probably. There's those are actual educational books, so they probably have something on that.
Actually,
Educational.
I should go pick some up and figure things out.
Okay. Alex, heads or tails?
Heads.
Okay. Thank you. That's all you need to know. All right. So yeah, he says that's fine, and he'll do what you write the really boring columns. That looks good on a transcript also, so he's okay with that. It's like, he wrote all these very interesting articles about his school, so that's fine.
Yeah, I mean the college admissions people don't care. They just look at volume.
All right. So that's what he's up to. Guan will help with the photography for the concert because that's there'll be a bunch of people there. There'll be a dude on stage. At least it's get some good shots probably. Let's see. That's the two of them, and your friend in the back just sort of goes, "I'll help wherever I'm needed." Just does one of these.
I gave him the
Well,
thumbs up.
maybe
Set him
you
at the
can help.
couch.
Maybe you can help Derek with his vampire story, whatever that is.
I just asked if there were any, just to keep an eye out for anything like that. That just something that interests me. That's all.
Okay. Well, you ask him to like keep an eye out for weird and unusual stories. Sure. He will.
Maybe look through the old. I'm saying, maybe spend a little time with the old newspapers and see if there's any mentions of such creatures.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely something that we should do. I mean, the story about the Road Runners that you just mentioned. Maybe we could, take a day trip over to where that area is and see if we can find any information or anything about where the cops caught those guys.
You think they might have had some treasure they like buried?
I mean, who knows? Who knows what let's read the story and dig into it a little bit. I mean, maybe some of these things just kind of got passed over.
Maybe if we get really lucky, we can find a secret cache of sealed bottles of whiskey.
Yeah, 70-year-old rum. I mean, that would 70-year-old alcohol. That would be really valuable, especially in high school.
Unfortunately,
I was more hoping for like a secret cache of cash.
Well, I mean, who knows what we might find.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think it would be great. We should definitely go out there. We could write an article about these these two events that happened 70 or so years ago and us today and how they're blast to the past.
Talk about how we found this article, and we decided to walk out there or drive out there and take a look around and make a day trip out of exploring history and kind of talk about it from the angle of getting other people to want to go and explore history and who knows what we might find.
You know what? The teachers were gonna love that. They would love to say, look how initiative of these students trying to find this history. So I second that.
And also inspire other kids. Also try to inspire other kids to do similar things. I mean, again, we have to look at this as not just as an opportunity to write and to investigate, but to create something that's a little bit more gritty and kind of like gets teachers on our side, so that when we do get ourselves in trouble, we'll have a little bit more immunity.
Okay.
Right.
Derek, while
Well,
you're sorry, go ahead.
Well, as your head editor, I was on the fence, but your inspirational speech has convinced me. Because I was like, why are you chasing these 70-year-old clues? Those clues are probably dead by now, and cold and dead. But fine, I see.
Yeah.
Well,
that
sounds good.
So, Derek, the whole time you've been cleaning and you've been digging behind things in case you see something, like, oh, I'm gonna look behind here. You do find a note, but it's like you have to kind of like reach behind the thing that you're cleaning to get to it. So you reach it, and it's like a scribbled drawing, but it like on like a crappy note that was kind of like like tossed under a cabinet, and it shows like a guy. It's like a really crude drawing of a person in the principal's outfit, but he has strings like he's a marionette, like running up into the ceiling. What the fuck that means? It's like, this is very odd. Maybe someone was bored.
Huh.
I
always thought the principal was a puppet.
Yeah, I wonder about that, though. I mean, I kind of show it to everybody, and I'm like,
whoa, what's wrong with that guy? No, that's Jeffrey. It's like, what the heck?
Political cartoons, I like it. That could be a good addition to the
I don't know.
Does it have a date on it?
Is that too edgy for us?
I mean, it's a wrinkled drawing. No, it's not like he signed it like a Picasso. One thing you might make a mental roll. Maybe you can get an idea from maybe paper stock, or like it has like a time. If it's from the office, it might have an office stamp or something.
Yeah. What am I making? You said mental?
Yeah. You're kind of like examining and turning it, and
I rolled a 9. Hold on, where's my sheet? And my mental is 0. So yeah, I rolled a 9.
Okay. You do get the idea from looking at the paper and doing some thought, thinking about it. 50s, 60s, something along those lines.
Okay. Let me ask you this.
More contemporary.
Is that? I mean, 50s and 60s is still,
yeah, still a while ago. But
what is it? What is it? It's 96, right? Is that what we're saying?
95.
95.
Still like 30 years ago or something. Yeah,
Yeah. So do we know when the paper actually stopped running the last time? Maybe around that same kind of time period.
That's the impression is that the newspaper office hasn't been used for at least about that long, for at least somewhere in that range.
30 years?
Yeah, approximately.
I'm gonna look around, through some of those newspapers and see if I can't find out who the principal was at that time.
Okay.
I'm also going to be looking for interesting articles, since I'm done with the photography to help out.
Like I said, I think there might see if there's anything interesting in all those old newspapers.
I specifically look out for lizard people and or vampires, since my friends want to find out more about that.
Did you? Please tell me I'm assuming most of that's in your head. So okay. So what exactly is the focus? Because there's a lot of things flying around right now. Anyone going? You said you want to go to the library, and now you want to dig for articles.
Oh, and, I wasn't sure if I could go to the library now. If I can go to the library now, I'll go to the library.
That's fine. So the library's still open.
Why not?
Just rush off and go get books. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna post to which type of books I'm looking for.
Okay.
Just like any newspaper office, kind of one of those jobs where you just gotta come in and go as you do your investigation.
Okay. Jeffrey says he'll spend most of his time staring at the music because that's what you asked him to do, and trying to and consider things. That's all. That's what he's
I
gonna
thought
do.
I thought it was Lewis. I thought Lewis was
Sorry,
looking at
not
the music.
Lewis. Lewis, my bad.
Yeah.
Lewis
Okay.
is gonna look at the music. Good correction.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lewis
Yeah.
is spending his time humming and trying to figure it out. He likes it. He just doesn't. He's
Mhm.
like, something. It's gonna take me a little while. I have to figure it out.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yep, my man's gonna lose his mind like Beethoven.
No, 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 no. I mean, how much more could he lose? Like,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
okay. So he's gonna go look over the stuff. So he's busy. What do you ask Guan to do? Just sort of like take photos of stuff, like in the office, like the music notes and stuff.
Yeah, we have him take pictures of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Once I get the place tidied up,
Yeah.
I tell him to take a picture of whoever's here.
Gotcha.
Take a
Group
picture
picture.
of the whole
I
room,
guess
and then
headshots would be good.
and then like headshots of each
Yeah.
of us.
Okay.
Um, and is there anything? Is it Gwen or is it Juan?
Guan.
Juan. Guan, what are the things that you really like taking photos of?
He takes him when he goes. That's like one of the hardest things you could ever ask like a person that does art or photography. Like, what do you really like taking photos of? He'll pause for a moment. He goes, intricacy, beauty, things with depth. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like gets very expressive and it's just
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you
you're not necessarily taking pictures of like landscapes and
no.
buildings. I
I
mean,
mean,
maybe
yeah,
you
but
do when something really strikes you when you have your camera. Um,
no,
but yeah,
he's like
you're
that guy
looking
that hangs
for.
out in the middle of a field for like 3 hours waiting for a specific thing to come by. You
Hmm.
know?
Hmm. Yeah, no, cool. Um, yeah, I mean, maybe we could, if you'd be interested, I know you want to do mostly photography, but would you be interested in writing? And maybe you could have like an art column.
Well, he'll think about it. It depends on like how much time, because he devotes a lot of his time to just mm, honing his craft. You know?
Hmm. Hmm. Well, it would give you an opportunity to talk to other artists and bring their artwork into the newspaper, but also put put a little bit more of a spotlight on your own artwork, and you never know it might how that might help. This is a thought.
Okay. So yeah, he'll consider it. For the moment though, I think he's just gonna do stuff like read books on photography, mess with his equipment, take headshots of people. Like do
Hmm.
that sort of
Hmm.
thing while people are setting up.
Cool.
All right. So library, headshots, notes. People are digging through old newspapers. You're looking for what the rum runners and stuff? Or are we just like, piling them on a table to read later?
Yeah, I think anything that would be of interest, we could kind of make like okay, this is some really interesting things here, Kyle, and
Okay.
then these are just
Some of it is
these are the
literally
rest
just
of them.
boring school newspaper stuff that you'd expect. Like it's just like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. If
this
you're
can go in a
reading,
pile.
all you're doing is quickly reading headlines and going boring, 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 pass, boring, 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 pass.
Okay.
Oh, here's one. Put that aside.
Okay. Yeah, most of them just relate to like local, I mean, historical things because the town's been around a while, but
Hmm.
nothing like crazy pops out at you. Like the only thing that he buried in one of the newspapers after searching around, because I'm not gonna make you make rolls because this is like everybody's kind of sitting over a pile, whoever's not doing anything,
Hmm.
and just sort of
Hmm.
looking through articles. The only thing is, one of the newspapers had a was it? It wouldn't be called. Um, it wouldn't be called like sketchy, or it would be more like what's the term? You know when you write an article and it's like, ooh, it's like meant as like a holiday thing, like a holiday theme thing. It's like that, like kind of like a Halloween article or something, and it's like the seven wonders of the school. And, it's one of those that's written, of course.
Save
Oh,
Seven Wonders of the what? Sorry.
The seven wonders of Clovenfoot High School. It's like an article written for that.
And what is it? What are they?
Yeah, what are they? Yeah.
Okay. Well, we've read out the rest of them, but what was several of them. One of them is they say like if you go down a specific hallway, at a time of night, you can like disappear into the wall. No one's actually disappeared, of course. It's just rumor, right? They say, "Oh, you'll
Oh, so-
disappear."
By Seven Wonders,
Um,
they mean like seven like
Yeah, seven haunted stories, which of course no one
Oh.
took seriously because it's a Halloween article and it's hearsay.
Well,
Well, I
definitely
mean-
gonna put that one aside. Because what are the others?
Yeah.
Like I kind of want to see what the other ones are.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, I haven't written all of them out, so they're there.
Yeah. You don't think? Well, as I said, I'll put that one aside.
There are several. There are several that are written out, but I do not have all seven. So
Right.
It's gonna take time to sift through it. Yeah.
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 Parsing.
These are something we could investigate.
Yeah.
Well, we
One
could,
at a
we-
time.
you could say that that the first, the one that we're looking at is the seven mysteries or wonders of the high school. Here's
Right.
the first one, the hallway. And then
Right.
next week it's the next one, the next week it's the next
Right,
one,
right.
and so
But these
so
aren't
we
like
we just have to find the other 7 or 6.
right. So no. I'm going to write them out. It was more like,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't know you'd have this plot device. Okay. So you have it, and you have like at least one of them, but I will the rest will unlock later when I've written them. They
Mhm.
are you could feel the side questiness of them, but yes, they are the seven wonders of the school.
Well, I mean, that's definitely interesting because, I mean, we've recently heard about that kind of a rumor. Also, people disappearing through walls.
You have.
I mean, again, just like a rumor, but
Right.
it's so strange that it's kind of come back, and it's kind of like looking at Jeffrey to see if he kind of reacts to what he's saying.
Nope, not in the slightest.
And I mean, I know Lewis literally saw that happen as well, so I don't know.
Oh no, Lewis
He's kinda like-
might look up from his because he's busy trying to figure out the music, but he'll look up and be like, huh.
That is strange, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, I don't know how long you guys want to hang out here for. I mean, I feel like we've gotten this place cleaned up, kind of gotten to know each other a little bit and see where everybody's interests lie. And come up with definitely some interesting, past event type leads. We can definitely write about a little bit about what happened to Samantha. I think people will definitely want to know about that, or as much as we're allowed to say. Not that I really care what they tell us, but they may still want to edit us to some degree. And kind of, and then obviously fill the rest of the newspaper with some, generic fluff, and from our fluff machine over there. Kind of looks at Jeff and kind of gives him a wink and a nod. I mean, I think we've gotten quite a bit done. If we want to keep working, that's fine. I might go catch up with Claire just to make sure that if she finds anything, I can help her bring some books back. Anybody? Bueller?
Hey, I'm just here.
Say something, but I'm not here.
Yeah, no, I was waiting for either Dean or Amos to say whether they felt like they were done.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I think I'll go with you.
Great. Let's go catch up with Claire, Amos, you gonna stay here with these guys, or I mean, they seem pretty trustworthy.
One second. Let me think. Well, I am kind of curious to see if there's anything still anything more interesting in these old newspapers.
Yeah, no, that's cool. We won't be long.
Sure. I mean, maybe Lewis can. I don't know if is there music in libraries? Maybe that's something.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, during this whole time, you remember that Clara had said that they were going to the library to grab books and things, and that's what I assume she's been doing during this whole time. So, after people dig out themselves from newspapers and things, I'm sure Claire will arrive back with books.
Okay.
Looking for books on learning how to.
Did I find any? Did I find any books on the things that I sent you?
Music, learning how to play music. Look for books on the history. I need you to roll your luck for that. For
Okay.
that vampire one. The other books, yeah, that makes sense. There's a pretty good music program here. So
Luck would be what stat?
let's see. I think
Is
on
it
here.
mystical? Is it mental?
Yeah, it's gotta be mystical. When we've tried to refer to luck, it's basically magic.
8.
Okay. 8 is a good roll. That's fine. It's not a failure. Yeah, but it's not a 12 either. So you could find a book on, generic vampire lore stuff. It's not like, very specific, unfortunately.
And wasn't well close, not quite, but close enough.
Okay. While you have your friend looking over music and other people filing through news clippings and looking around and finishing the cleaning, Claire comes in with a pile of books.
All right, I found some stuff.
Oh my
Anyway,
goodness, Claire,
I put
come
in
on, that's
there
not.
a couple of
that's not
copies.
stuff.
Like this reading, learn how to read music, learn how to play music. I get a copy to everyone, and I took one out. And I couldn't quite find anything for you, Derek, but I did find this book, Hands the Vampire book. Not exactly what I was looking for, but hopefully that'll help.
Generic vampire
yeah, no,
field
that-
guide. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the
that's cool.
good stuff. We're gonna have
I
to
think
search.
I've actually
that.
found this at the library before and perused through it. Yeah, no, this is actually pretty. I haven't looked at it in a while, so this will be a good refresher.
I'll help you. I'm definitely later. I'll definitely help you look a little closer around town if we can find some cool bookstores in an alley or something that might have something. That could be fun.
Yeah, we could go to the back alley bookstore. That place is creepy and always has weird stuff.
Oh yeah, they have the most interesting books there.
Right? Oh man, I got this one that was like it had this weird leather. I couldn't afford it, but man, it was so cool. It had this great artwork on the front of it, and it was a lot of it was written in a different language. I don't even know, man. It was creepy and wonderful.
What's this?
Claire,
the
definitely write something
back
down in a
alley,
notebook. Yeah.
the back alley bookstore.
Yeah, where's that? I've never heard of it.
Down this this back alley.
Down the back alley.
Yeah.
You never. Why would
it's kind of hard to find. It's you have to kind of know where you're going.
It's off a back alley street.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm new to town. Like most things are, I don't know where anything is really.
Oh, maybe we'll take you there.
I guess that's true. Yeah, no. Well, you know that coffee shop is that you go to?
Yeah.
You just go down that alley. It's around there, but the guy who runs the place is very interesting too. He's quite the character.
That alley.
Bean? Yeah. I mean,
the alley from the alley.
Yeah, I mean, and you kind of have to go there like weird hours. Like they have weird hours. Yeah, man, it's they had this one leather bound book, but it was this like weird textured leather. And
did it have a face on it?
No.
I watched the movie the other night. It had a leather bound book with a face.
Yeah, I know that movie. Yeah, I know that movie, man. That was decent. Yeah, no, but it was like had these like weird symbols on it, and I got to look through it for a little while before they told me to get away from it because the lights kept flickering, and they kicked me out. But yeah, no,
They probably let us
it was.
back in. I've been
Oh
there
yeah,
a long
no, I've been in
time.
there since then, but I can't find that book again. At some point, maybe I'll find it. It's it's
I've
a small shop, but there's a lot of books in that place.
It's really, really cool.
Yeah,
Definitely
like
like the
I
best
mean,
place, definitely the coolest place to go shop.
you guys
the
learn
book.
about any cool satanic rituals in there?
What? What are you talking about? I
I mean,
spit out my
isn't
tea.
Next time you see
isn't
like a satanic ritual in one of those books, like write it down so we can do it.
Jeffrey looks appalled. What
We
the
can we can try it in here, you know.
I
what?
think we should focus on newspapers.
What kind of club
I
did I?
mean,
I mean,
No, this is
regardless
the
of how it goes,
newspaper club.
let's keep the
I'm saying,
satanic rituals to the woods, man. I mean, that's where they belong.
Lewis laughs because he thinks this is funny. He actually looks up from his note, like for the music notes. Jeffrey, like I said, Jeffrey's just like, what did I join? Like, what is wrong with these people?
I'm just saying it would be a great story, regardless if it goes well or not.
Juan just goes, well, at least I'll get photos. That'll be different. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It'll
Well,
be a great
you'll
story.
get really, really cool photos that may melt your brain.
I mean, that. Like I'm saying, if you can get that kind of thing, Derek, that could be a front page. That could be a front page story. I'm just saying, just be on the
You
lookout.
think the normies are going to be able to handle a story like that?
The what?
Huh?
She said normies.
Oh, I think it's zombies.
Yeah, Jeffrey was like, I
the
don't think that's gonna
normies.
be very good with the staff, like with the faculty.
I don't. I think.
I think Jeffrey just made a sand roll.
He did. He probably did. Like, what the hell club did I join? I thought I was just gonna write some boring business articles or something.
I was inspired by Derek. You know, he said gritty. He said, interesting. He said dig in.
While you guys were discussing this back alley bookstore, I wrote out all 7 because I had enough, so I could write them out. So, first is a portal in the hallway, which is the first one I discussed. Second, scratching is heard from the walls of randomly throughout the school. So there's certain times of night where they'll hear scratching from the walls. Third, croaking green men are seen roaming the grounds every once in a while, usually in the back. Fourth, the ghost of a dead priest wanders the lunchroom, whatever the fuck that means. Fifth, ghostly voices are heard around the principal's office, whatever that means. Sixth, the bathroom mirror at times will allow you to see another world. From what apparently the bathroom is very popular. 7, the clocks in the school will spin wildly in the library.
I mean, I think a few of these actually relate to one another, but I mean, these are all pretty interesting.
I mean, number 6 is I mean, that sounds kind of familiar, actually.
Yeah, right.
Bathroom portal, another world.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the bathroom mirror. There's been nothing with the mirror so far, as I know.
Sure,
well, but you know what I mean. Like, again, there's some
similarities. Yeah.
There's some themes. You know, you have a ghostly voices and a ghostly priest and scratching in the walls. I mean, yeah. I mean, a lot of these things, they could relate to one another, or they could be completely. And what does it say about fish-eyed lizard people? Is that
No. They says croaking green men are seen roaming the grounds at night. Apparently,
croaking green. Hey Jeffrey, what is it? What do you think that means? Croaking green men.
Who thinks about it? I have no idea. He'll say.
No, none at all. I mean, croaking green men. It sounds like.
I suppose they're frogs.
Frog?
The
person?
frogmen.
I mean,
This is a Halloween post. It's probably a hoax. They probably wrote this.
I mean, I get it, but like, that just seems so kind of on the nose about that. I mean, like croaking green. I mean, can you make a croaking noise?
You're asking him?
Yeah.
Okay. Ribbit. He's like so like nervous about it. It's like this is so unusual for him. Ribbit. I don't know, man. Like,
Yeah,
just looks at you.
it just seems. Yeah, I mean, you should keep practicing that.
I think
Croaking.
I'll
I mean,
pass. Back in the
what
room,
would you do?
Jeffrey, of course, not Jeffrey. Let's say, yeah, Jeffrey can't do the croaking sound because this is just so not what he does. That he's just like, I don't know, ribbit, and then like in the back, Lewis is like, "Rrr, rrr, rrr." It's like it's funny. Don't do that. It's funny. Rrr. I suppose it sounds like that, and he'll look at Lewis.
When were these? When was this set of articles written?
Uh, about that same time, around like again, this is when the
40s,
paper.
50s?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can
Which
see why
is,
the paper got shut down. I mean, these are crazy.
he goes. I
You know,
think this is Jeffrey speaking. I think that the paper was falling apart, and they needed interest again, so they decided to post rumors instead of news.
hmm hmm Yeah, I mean, even some of these things that are in these papers about the football team, that they are they are bananas, aren't they? Like, wow, these people these people are the sports stars of the school. They're nuts.
Yeah, no, the one thing this team was is there's two things that this school is known for basically is the sports team, the Clovenfoot Devils, and their very good music program. That's basically it.
hmm And the crazy horror stories.
Well, yeah, okay, sure. If you want to count those.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, I mean, again, I think we have some stuff to like think about, and some leads that we could kind of follow up on. And we're going to be talking to some of the cheerleaders. Maybe we can deal with that whole Samantha disappearance thing, and kind of put a pin in that. That might be a good article to get out in the next week or two.
An article about what?
Samantha and her disappearance. The disappearance of like three or four.
Detailing what exactly?
I mean, just
I think we're gonna.
just do some interviews and write down what those people feel like happened to them,
Mm-hmm.
and so we can get that story out, because I think that's going to be something that people are really going to be interested in. I mean, the school got shut down basically for half a day, right?
But you also like you're saying, and like the nature of their rescue.
I mean, whatever they want to tell us about it. Derek has a big shitty grin on his face.
At some point, Jeffrey will excuse himself. He's gonna go use the restroom or whatever. Are you guys good with that? Or are you gonna like nail him to the floor?
No, I give away like, hey, nice.
Oh, okay.
That's
See you
fine.
later.
Hey, you know what, Jeffrey?
I'm
I gotta take a shit too. I'll go with you.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, you go into the rest. He goes, sure.
I'm gonna yell at Derek as they're walking away. It's like, check the mirror, see if you can get the portal working.
I'm gonna
definitely.
follow them, but I'm gonna do it
I
so
don't-
they don't. I'm gonna try to sneak behind them, follow them
actually
without being
gonna-
seen.
Claire's,
Oh, yeah?
Claire's gonna stay because it'd be kind of weird if a girl walked and followed them all to the boys' bathroom.
Okay, that's
Um,
fine.
She's actually gonna take her time trying to learn how to read music, and she's gonna try to she's actually gonna take the time to actually learn, maybe even learn how to play or something. I don't know.
Is there a
It's gonna
role
take a
that I
while.
could
You don't
make?
just learn. You don't just learn. Just learn. It's
What's
fine.
up?
You don't
Can
just
I-
learn
can
how
I
to
make-
play
oh.
piano. She's gonna take her time how to do it.
Okay. So you guys are following. So there's the three of you basically. There's him, and then there's you two guys.
But
Okay.
they don't
So-
know. I
so-
don't want them to
so
know I'm there.
Okay.
I'm
Derek and
sneaking
Jeffrey
behind them.
are going to the bathroom,
Okay.
or like walking off to the bathroom. I want to make a keep your wits about you roll, to see if I noticed whether that Dean was following. I don't know if that's the appropriate role for that.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. It seems kind of pointless, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it seems completely pointless to, I think it's a plus persona roll, which I think I have a +1 persona. Just making sure. Yes, I do. Right. And that's only a 6, so I guess I don't notice him.
Okay.
I was mostly wanting to know if I was going to notice him, because if I noticed him, then I would have tried to keep Jeffrey from noticing him as well. That was the
Okay.
point of doing that. But
Sure.
obviously, I don't know that he's following us, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. So you guys.
I want to mark down my failure too.
Sure, absolutely. And I'm supposing Zeppo wants to roll for sneaking, which is a physical thing for sure, because he's sneaking around. So let's see now. Let me look at my
Okay.
character sheet to see what would be. Yeah, okay. There is literally physical roll. So I want you to roll 2d6 on physical, and you're like kind of sneaking behind, well, them.
I rolled a 5, so I guess the humming of the Mission Impossible song.
Dun, 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 dun.
It didn't help my sneaking.
Jeffrey will look over his shoulder and go, I guess you need to use the restroom too. He goes, because you're being super loud back there.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want to startle you, so I was
Oh, thank you. He's very, very considerate. He'll say, because he's so bored. He's like, oh, very considerate. Head to the bathroom. He goes up to one of the urinals and proceeds to use the bathroom. You guys just like Derek, I assume, pretend to go into the bathroom to take a prep. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like,
let me ask you this: Derek is gonna like walk by one of the mirrors. Does Derek see his reflection?
yes.
Okay. He's gonna kind of. Is this the bathroom that it was talking about?
Yeah,
Like
I
the
mean,
article was talking about?
I assume it would be the bathroom on like the older side of the building. So yes.
Derek is gonna walk up to the mirror and reach out, kind of like look at it for a minute, and just kind of like stare.
Mhm.
And
It sounds like you're gonna try to make a mystical roll of some sort, but go ahead.
I kind of think that maybe I need to see if I can use my wish.
You gonna try to activate
how-
the mirror?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can activate the mirror. You keep promising that when this goes badly, it's gonna go really badly.
So roll it then, buddy.
Yeah,
Roll the mirror.
roll in the mirror.
It was nice having your character around, so that was.
Wait, hold
don't
on,
worry.
hold on. I thought like physical things, no?
What's up?
I thought the wishing thing was like to pull physical things into existence.
It allows him, basically, it's a limited wish. Like, he can pull, he's been using it to summon objects, but that's not necessarily what it's for. I'll look at the definition to make sure, because it is on page, his page number is on 28, I think. Is that what it says?
You summon a small common item that you can fit in your hand from somewhere, and you're not sure where it came from.
Yeah.
Open or shut a door or window
Wish is broken. Let's just put it that way.
that is unlocked. Unlock a simple mechanical lock. Lift or move an object weighing 5 pounds or less.
But it says alter reality. That's what you're doing with Wish. It says you can alter reality in small ways. Make an alter reality check. The thing is, this isn't a simple or mechanical lock. This is definitely like a device, and I don't know if that counts in the same way.
No, I know, but I'm kind of like using that general ability of his to kind of like reach to as he touches the mirror to kind of see if it feels like there's something there, you know what I mean?
I'll let you roll just basically like a straight mystical against it. Like, it won't be a wish. It'll just be like, I'm gonna try to futz with the mirror. You know, that's fine.
Anyway, I rolled a 7, so it's a 9.
Okay.
So it's not a hard success, but just
Now,
a
reminder.
normal.
Just a reminder, Jeffrey is just at the urinal like like a normal person, just
Mhm,
using the urinal, and you reach out with your mind staring into the mirror like you're doing like the Bloody Mary bit, right? Like Bloody Mary,
Mhm.
you're staring into the mirror, and it does like start to wobble, but what you
Mhm.
see on the other side is pretty much darkness because there's nobody at the end of the phone call. It's just a dark,
It's
space.
no longer my reflection. It's just darkness.
It's like a dark space, like you're in like an open, like how do I explain, like a cavern maybe, but like you have very limited lighting. You can't see much
Yeah.
else except for a dark open space.
Do I still feel the mirror, or does it kind of become watery?
You try to touch it?
Well, that's what I said. Is I like reached out and I touched it.
Okay, so one was to activate it. Okay, that was that first
Mhm.
roll. Now are you actually trying to interact with it?
If I need to roll for that too, I will.
Because that's something else. Says you've turned the communicator on, right?
Mhm.
Now you're trying to mess with it. So that's something
Yep.
else. So roll again.
Yep. Here we go. Ooh, I got a 10, so that's a 12.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. You can put your hand into the mirror and your fingertips feel cold. I suppose after a bit you pull your hand back. That's normal reaction of
Yeah.
"Ugh." It's like a
Yep.
cold space.
And then I walk
Tingly.
into I turn around, I walk right into one of the stalls, and I take a huge shit.
Okay. Now I'm gonna need you. Oh man, this is tough. All
Oh,
right.
wait, so I don't do that.
No,
I don't do
no,
that yet.
no, no. I'm just thinking. He's used the bathroom. He just came here to take a piss. He turns around. He goes to wash his hands.
The mirror's still
I'm just
black.
okay. So no, we were messing with it for a little while. Okay, no, this just makes sense. He gets up, goes to wash his hands, looks at you, because you were in there with him.
Yep.
What the hell? He just looks at like there's just open black space. What is huh? And he's just washing it. He's just like washing his hands a little bit more furiously, like looking at the open space.
I kind of look over at him and smile and go, "Oh, this mirror is broken."
Uh-huh. I don't think I feel well. I think I'm just gonna take a second here. He just turns around, faces the wall.
He just turns around and faces the wall.
It's like, oh, what? I just finished drying his hands in the hand. You know what I mean? He put his hands in the dryer and he's looking at the wall, and trying not to make eye contact with the mirror.
Mhm.
Meanwhile, the rest of the group, Jeffrey comes in.
You mean?
No, I mean exactly what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Jeffrey comes in and he goes, oh, hey guys. Sits down. Yeah, it looks like Jeffrey's come back from the bathroom. Oh, Zeppa, what has your character been doing this whole time? You kind of went in with them?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you just like waiting around to see what happened? Like, because he just put his hands through a mirror and other Jeffrey is busy like drying his hands. Because I just want to know if you had any other interactions you wanted to do here before I switch scenes.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. He is just taking this in, and he's gonna hold it for a moment. So if you want to switch scene, that's fine.
So yeah, so Jeffrey comes in, sits down, looks at you guys. Right. So where were we? He does it his boring sort of way. Alex, you there?
Alex? So wait, Jeffrey came back from the bathroom?
Yeah, Jeffrey came back from the bathroom.
Did Dean and Dare get lost or?
Oh, yeah, they're taking their time.
Oh yeah? Something happened?
Nothing I'm aware of. I just went to the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
So, what was my task again? You know, try to remember what you needed from me.
Can I like do like? Is there a psychoanalyze roll?
You can make mental.
Probably. Yeah.
I'm gonna love it if you fail. It's gonna be great. Oh, okay.
Also, is he dressed the same way?
Yeah, yeah.
Hold on. I need to find my thing. Ah!
Mental's your good stat. You should
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
okay.
No, my big brain. I know. Hold on. I gotta open my sheet. Documents. Mental, yeah. 2d6. My God! Oh my God! I
Okay.
failed.
Ah! I don't know. He's just back from the bathroom. Seems fine.
Mm.
He was always kind of boring anyway. I mean, how do you tell the difference? So,
Walk back to the club room.
yeah, no, he's back already. He just used the bathroom and then it was a quick pee and came back.
Mm-hmm. What was your task?
Well, that's why I'm asking you. I think I kind of just lost track of things. If you could just tell me again, that'd be great.
Well, I guess we were just cleaning here. Oh yeah, you were supposed to do a survey, see if you can just start a survey about what kind of animal, what kind of pets people have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna write about like most popular pet in the school and what people are interested in.
That's good.
And it's something simple alongside of the concert on next week. So
Oh, so you guys,
actually,
yeah, we're gonna focus on the concert. That's good. That's an important
you
news story.
okay? You kind
That'll
of
look
seem
good.
out of it.
Oh no, I'm good. However, you guys thirsty? I can go out and grab drinks because I know we've been here for a while.
Actually, I can come with you.
Oh, okay.
I need to stretch my legs. I'll be right back.
All right. Jeffrey and you guys leave to go get drinks. Okay. About that time, the other group arrives back at the room with Jeffrey. Oh, hey guys. Hey, what I miss? Because he looks like you guys.
I'm saying me and Claire already left, right?
Guan's like, wait a minute, there's something wrong here. He's just sitting there the
Do
whole
it.
time.
Where
Like-
did Claire go?
Huh? What are you talking about? I just went to the restroom.
No, I said, where did Claire go?
Oh, you asking? Oh, you're right. You're asking. Yeah, he doesn't know because he just got here.
Oh, I'm asking everybody else.
Oh yeah.
What's going on?
You come back to the room and Claire's missing.
No. I'm asking. I understand that. I'm asking, like, because there's noticeable confusion on everybody's face. Like,
Well,
faces like there.
Guan was looking at Jeffrey because, well, to explain, weren't you gonna go get drinks? I mean, I don't need them right now, but you were buying, so you know.
Where's Claire?
I don't know where Claire was. I was with you guys.
No, I'm not.
No,
I'm
we're
asking.
asking them.
I'm asking that. Like, I noticed
Oh,
that Claire's no longer.
Gotcha.
Where did Claire go?
Alex? Oh, well, so are you asking Guan or are you asking Alex? Because Guan will
Oh,
answer
that's
eventually.
I'm looking at everybody else in the.
Well, I
who's
think I
been in
actually
the-
went with them, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I think I went with Claire because I wanted to stretch my
Oh,
legs.
you went with. Oh, I didn't realize
I'm
you went.
sorry.
With
Oh,
So-
I thought it was just Claire and.
So the only people in the room are the NPCs. So, Guan will eventually say, I don't know. Alex and Clara went with a look at Jeffrey. With you, pointing at Jeffrey to go get drinks. Right?
I'm gonna make the connection because I saw Jeffrey in the bathroom, and I'm gonna race out of the room I'm gonna like run out of the room and try to track them down.
I'm gonna grab Jeffrey's hand and I'm gonna bolt right after Dean. Come on, you're coming with me.
What? Dragging him. Oh, go ahead. It's like, I'm sorry. As soon as that happens, he'll actually look up. Not him. I gotta get all the character names. Lewis will look up from the notes and goes, "Oh, something's going on." Runs outside.
No, Lewis, you gotta stay here.
Ah, man.
Jeffrey,
All the
Warlock.
fun stuff happens. Fine.
as I'm running, I'm gonna shout. I'm gonna yell to Jeffrey like, I come up with. I guess it's annoying. People don't seem to like it, but I come up with names for everybody, and I'm gonna start calling you Face. Okay, Face. You'll get it later. It'll make sense later. Let's go, Face. Come on, Derek.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Derek.
Dean. You take Jeffrey and go that way.
Okay.
No, you took him. I don't want. You're the one who dragged you.
Okay.
Jeffrey, and go to the lunchroom where they probably went to get drinks.
Oh, let's go then.
Okay.
I'll grab
duck-
Jeffrey and.
Do you leave?
into, like, a-
Do you leave Guan here too, or is he just you drag him along for reasons?
I told the two of them to stay in the
Okay.
office and keep the door
Keep
locked.
the door locked. This is an emergency. First day emergency.
Yeah. I'm gonna duck into a either an alcove or any kind of a quiet space.
Okay. Meanwhile,
And
yeah. Go ahead.
and I'm actually gonna duck in there and I'm gonna transform.
I was gonna do that. I knew that's why you're sticking me with the dead weight.
Yeah, well, because I can, and you can actually hear this in your head, and everybody else can hear it too. It's because I can do this, and I can talk into everybody's minds.
Okay. So before you do that
Wait,
contact
wait,
bit,
don't we need to be transformed too, or no?
No, only I
use your
have to.
power to use powers, certain powers, which he can do without transforming, but this one
No,
he
no,
has to
but-
be
The brain thing.
Yeah, you have to have your head expand to do that.
No.
No, I can. When I transform, I can become empathic, and I can speak to the rest of the group, and they don't have to be transformed. Just I have to be transformed.
Okay. Yes, he's correct. I believe that would make more sense. He can still talk to you guys. You just can't. You can only utilize your powers when you're transformed. But his power is broadcasting, so that's fine.
Mhm. If you want to do something with them before I
No, I am, because you
Take
took
that,
time
yeah,
where
yeah.
you're like, wait a minute, and they grabbed everybody, and they're doing that. So meanwhile, in the lunchroom, yeah, Jeffrey's like, picking out drinks, asking you guys what you want, and so he's like, yeah, I'm just really, grateful to have something on my transcript, and that'll be good for later. But I lose track of things sometimes, and I was just trying to figure out what we were up to. Hands you guys drinks.
I'm like, I understand that. I say that, but I'm looking. Well, okay, something is wrong. This is
bullshit.
He's not even trying to be not suspicious. All right. What is the roll to try to figure out what? Anything?
It's gonna be like 2d6 and mental, pretty much. You're looking to see if he's acting unusual. However, he's doing a pretty good Jeffrey. Like, what I mean? If you hadn't just met him, right, you wouldn't be as fooled. You know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, that is not Jeffrey. That is someone doing a Jeffrey impression. Like,
Are we sitting at a table, or is this when his back is turned or something, or is he focusing on something?
No, he's not really focusing on you guys because he thinks he's just talking to people. So he's grabbing.
I'm next
drinks.
to Alex.
Yeah, I'm saying I guess
you
we're
a
next
nudge.
to like some vending machines or something, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. That's
like,
why he was
oh.
asking for what drinks you wanted and what do you think
I'll
other
have-
people.
I'll
Could you
have-
get me? Can you get? I actually kind of want a couple of drinks. It's like, and I'm kind of feeling a little sick, but it's kind of.
Oh, okay.
The
That's
girl,
fine.
But can you imagine just taking I hand him a dollar or two. It's like, hey, do you mind?
Yeah, no problem.
As he does that and he turns, like, I lightly nudge, elbow Alex, like giving him a look of kind of shaking my head.
Give me a look at what?
I look. I try to subtly. I nudge you when he turns, and I look at him. I'm like, and I don't. Yeah, I got allergies.
Just,
Yep. Are you okay?
It's I'll be fine. So do you? Oh, so out of character. What's the character's name again? The other guy, the NPC.
Jeff?
Jeffrey.
Oh, Jeffrey. Yeah. Do you
your
remember that thing we
average-
were talking about earlier today?
Your average
You promised you're
everyday.
gonna do with me.
What, you asking Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. Yep.
Oh, okay. Perfect. It's just gonna have to. I need a lot of help when help with this. It's gonna happen right after school.
Oh, okay.
I just
Yeah, go ahead.
it's like yeah, right after we're done in here, you might help. I need some help. I'm picking. I need some help carrying some things.
Yep. That's exactly what I thought, and I'll definitely help you with that.
Yep, you promised.
Yeah, I did. But the details on what we're up to, I can't recall them. So if you guys could just fill me in a
Oh
little
yeah, we're
bit.
actually we're writing an article all about these apparently these rumors happening around school
Oh,
about
rumors.
about the teachers and their what they're going to be for Halloween.
About this time, Derek's broadcast of, I don't think that's Jeffrey or something equivalent.
Can I think back to him?
Yeah, that's fine. You guys can communicate now.
Yep. Yeah,
I-
everybody can hear it.
And I communicate in my mind. That's not him. That is correct. He promised he'll help me out after school. So I have a plan.
Dean is coming to where you guys are with what I think is the real Jeffrey.
Huh? I'm gonna
We
tell
should be
Jeffrey
somewhere a little bit more discreet. Just in
Um,
case shit goes down.
I mean, it's after school in the cafeteria. Like, how many people can there be?
I look around to see how many people are there.
Not
At least
many.
staff.
I mean, yeah, but not a lot of students. Most of the activities are outdoor. You know what I mean? Like, or in the music room. There are people like doing stuff there. You know.
We want. I mean, at this point, I'm like, I'm waiting for him to finish. But I'm like, how do we want to call him out?
I don't know.
What do we
Dean,
do?
get to their location. I gotta turn this off, and I'm gonna be right behind you.
All right.
I'm getting there as fast as I can.
All right. At that point,
Okay.
the signal goes silent, and I untransform, and I just start booking it as fast as I can.
Okay.
To where they are.
I'm gonna turn to Jeff and be like, "Hey, Jeff, why don't we get drinks for the rest of the crew?"
Oh no, he was planning on that already. You know, he's already
Yeah.
like helping asking you guys what they think they would want. And, you know, getting
Yeah, I
them.
think he would want this. I know.
What
Derek
do
would
I
some
want?
tea.
Probably like a fresca, maybe 2 frescas.
I mean, what's funny about this guy is
Black coffee.
if you hadn't just met Jeff, you would have been like, "Oh, yeah, that's odd." You know, he just talks a little different. But like after you literally met the dude like 5 minutes ago, you're like, "This seems off." Like,
Uh-huh.
The weird part is I like that Jeffrey because he's buying everybody drinks. I don't think the real Jeffrey would have done that.
probably not.
Probably
But
not.
but
That's a
he
good point. We're gonna
But-
keep
Guys,
we're
can we
gonna keep
add a
one Jeff
character?
around.
Out of character, can we have a new pet lizard, please?
I don't know. It depends on how this goes, I would suppose. Okay,
Yeah.
so let me get this straight. You've grabbed real Jeffrey. You're running down the hallway towards them. Eventually, about the time he gets the last drink, because you guys have been like basically stalling him. Like, okay, no, you know, they need water, and this one needs this. I assume at this point they'll come covering around the corner. The school's not that big, you know.
All right, I think we got all the drinks. Jeffrey, thank you so much. That was really kind of you.
No problem. And he gets this look on his face, like he kind of knows something's up, and is like, "Well, I gotta get going.
No, but
I
you
had something
promised. No,
Well,
you
yeah,
promised.
I'll
meet you
just
up
like you
later.
promised me.
I'll meet you." It looks like he's about to like take off real
Please,
quick.
I grab his hand, please. I give him a pleading look.
Plus, we need help carrying all these drinks. So
But you said you would, and you're just gonna leave me alone like this?
Okay, about the time he's about to try to pull away, you have not prepared Jeffrey for what is about to happen. But that's fine. You guys come around the corner, and Jeffrey sees Jeffrey and goes, "No, I'm out. Nope,
Huh?
no.
Jeffrey,
No.
hey, Jeffrey,
You said-
come join us.
are you guys a twin?
Yes.
Come on, face, take it like a man.
So, how about we get some drinks, we go outside, and we talk about this?
No. The real Jeffrey. Well, you assume is the real Jeffrey is like, no. I need to go. No.
I still haven't let go of him.
After the
Jeffrey?
mirror thing, and now this.
No, I gotta go. I gotta
No,
leave.
no,
Are you okay?
You're not going. This will be great. Make for a great first for opening story.
Oh, we're not writing this.
I feel like this is too much for me, guys. I gotta leave.
Alright, bye, other Jeffrey.
No. You don't have to leave.
At
Also,
this
you're
point,
not leaving.
The Jeffrey
No,
I have
Face,
my hand. I
listen.
have his hand on.
You need to witness this.
What's
Okay.
going
I'm gonna
on?
lean towards him.
Other Jeffrey just, oh man, this is so weird. NPC versus NPC. Other Jeffrey is like, yeah, so here's the thing. He'll say, he goes, we're actually twins, and we like to do each other's classes and stuff, so that we don't have to do all the classwork. You know what I mean? Make like he's going. He's waded through the water. He's trying.
How about Jeff? All right, Jeffrey.
The OG Jeffrey. That was the second
one?
Jeffrey, right?
Let's go out. Let's go talk. You promised you'd help me out. I'm stuck.
Right. Okay.
Somewhere nice and quiet. Nobody around.
Okay. So your Claire's gonna take him away.
Like, unless anyone else is gonna come with me.
Jeffrey's like, I don't think I want anything to do with this club anymore. You know what? It's just, I was just using it for transcript credit. I mean, like, you hear in the background grumbling.
Yeah, but you're gonna get the best transcript credit material ever.
Yeah, this is a great. This is gonna make those college people. They're gonna love this story.
No, I don't think there will. This the other Jeffrey. No. I think this is it's a secret between us twins.
Well, your secret is busted wide open. So,
wait. So that was the which Jeffrey said that it was the.
There's Claire's. So let's do it this way. There's Claire's Jeffrey, and there's Dean Jeffrey.
Let's say OG Jeffrey and second Jeffrey. Yeah.
Okay.
How is
Jeffrey 1 and Jeffrey 2?
That's easier. There we go.
It's like he's
Real
just
Jeffrey.
going, that's not what I sound like. He's complaining in the background. I don't sound like that.
Okay, I go to Jeffrey. Okay, how
That's
if you're
terrible
looks like you're having a bad time?
Hold on.
How about
I
you?
have a question.
How about you
I had a
go home
question.
and we'll talk tomorrow?
What? Which Jeffrey?
I talked to Jeffrey.
Real
1.
Jeffrey is real Jeffrey denying what fake Jeffrey is saying about being twins.
He's not trying to acknowledge it currently. He's currently like, I just want to leave. He's like being held hostage in a way. It's like, I don't want to be part of this.
He needs a blanket and a hug.
This is too much right now. I'm just a guy, dude.
Okay.
Wait, so he's like stunlocked?
Who?
The OG Jeffrey.
Original Jeffrey, if you want to call him that, is doing this thing where it's like this has been too much today between the mirror and this guy, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
wait, so he doesn't know twin Jeffrey?
And the other twin will look at him. He's not well.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that Derek comes in about this time, just panting and leaning on a table, just like we gotta get the real Jeffrey to safety, and okay, you guys got it under control, and he kind of like leans over the table and just
I think
I think real Jeff. I think he wants to go home. I think we should let him go home, guys. We could talk about that with him.
Yeah, but then if we let him go and we have no proof,
I don't think we should.
No,
I don't
they
think
stay
we should publish
together.
the story.
Nobody leaves.
But I'm actually kind of interested in what he has to say.
What? Oh, which one?
The one I'm holding hands with.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying this is gonna be a great story.
I don't think we should. Do you think we should publish that?
No,
well-
let's not. Says the other. Does
We'll see what
Lizard
the story
says
is.
Lizard Jeffrey Holmes. No. That's not.
I think
How about-
I think we need to take them back to the office. So
we just
so
we can go back to the.
Guan can take a picture of the both of them.
No. Let's no. Nope.
No.
I don't
No,
think. I
no,
don't
you
think
need
that.
to-
I think we still need to do consent, guys.
Look,
Like,
and
I know
I go to the Jeffrey with
Like-
that Dean is holding on to and go, this guy's trying to steal your identity, man. You can't let this happen. This guy's bad, and he's gonna give you a bad name.
What if
Okay,
we talk?
how is
No,
that gonna work?
I think we should
Dude,
talk.
this
I think we
guy's
should.
stolen your face.
At
All
this,
right, I'm
at this
gonna
point,
go talk to him.
let me cut
I'm
to
just
real
gonna-
Jeffrey at this point. He's like almost curled up. He's like, no, just let me go home. I don't want to be here no more. There's a man who has my face. There's a mirror that leads you to some. I want to just write boring. No. It's broken.
Guys, I
You'll
don't
be able
think.
to write all the boring stories you want. I promise. But we gotta deal with this guy. You gotta face this.
Maybe
Why
I'm
don't we
the
just
fake.
talk to him?
Maybe I'm the fake and I don't know it. Is that it? Is that have I always been a fake? Maybe I'm
Well,
just normal.
let me put something positive, a positive spin on this whole thing. You're having the most interesting day of your life right now.
Yeah, Jeffrey. And I look at real Jeffrey and I go, Jeffrey, you're too big of a tool to be a fake.
Oh, that's not nice.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
no.
gonna pull.
No.
I'm gonna pull Jeffrey aside. I want to pull Jeffrey aside and kind of give my heartfelt.
Oh God, he's gonna
Listen.
stab him.
No.
Who's Jeffrey?
No,
Real one?
the Jeffrey one, the one that went to the
Yeah,
bathroom
I know. I
with.
get that.
Listen,
Yeah.
I know this is really crazy, and there's nothing I can do. I can say to make this sound sane. It's just not there. But I really need you to pull it together. I need you to dig deep. I need you to help us.
Okay.
You are part of the investigated. You're part of the Clovenfoot investigators.
He'll
We need you to step up.
okay. He's still like complaining though in the background. Fine, I'll help you. Just the other Jeffrey is like, yeah, I'm not gonna. You're gonna have to drag me if you want to take photos of me. I'm not doing that.
Oh, we don't. I just
Oh,
wanna talk.
we will.
Guys, like, let's try to talk this out first. I'm curious, all right? And
No, I get it, man. You don't want to get found out to be a lizard person, right?
And there's no such thing as lizard people. He'll say.
Okay, but
Oh yeah,
but
just
you
like
don't-
there's no cause
but-
in Nostrum.
there's no twins that dress alike and look so closely alike and have never been spotted going to the same school together. Like this is complete news, isn't it? Right? If the two of you are actually twins and no one knew that you were actually twins, that's actually news, right?
Yeah, not even Jeffrey knew they were twins. You know.
Well, no, but I'm asking fake Jeffrey this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That is kind of huge if you didn't know.
I
that-
just- He'll think about this.
that's actually that they're not wrong.
He'll consider for a second. He goes, unfortunately, I need. He'll sit and think about how he has to phrase things. All right. So, what exactly are we doing here? He'll kind of like settle into a seat because at this point it's been a little bit.
Well,
What we're actually going to do here is we're going to break the case that there are two identical Jeffreys, and that one of them is really Jeffrey and a pretty decent guy, and then there's you.
I don't know
I
if
know
you.
that
Yeah,
that
I
I
sounds.
don't know him
That's
I
that
know
not
well.
that that
gonna.
sounds. I know that
doesn't.
sounds
Yeah, that
harsh.
doesn't sound good for me. I kind of would prefer that
Really
not
doesn't.
be an article
But
for.
because of what we believe you to be, you're not good for anybody.
Uh-huh.
Guys.
Okay,
Let's. This isn't.
Claire,
How about we?
I mean,
Claire,
Uh,
make a physical check. You're the one holding his hand.
well, he's sitting down
Oh,
now,
he's sit
right?
down. He's sitting down. He's probably gonna try to leap out of his chair and run.
I'm gonna stand behind him first of all, like,
God, guys.
but also, help us help you.
That nothing
tell us-
here. Nothing here is
Tell us
helping
your
him.
story. If you
Nothing.
know,
I
if what Derek just said is not the truth, but what is the truth?
Okay.
I
Yeah,
just
prove
I
it-
thought we could
prove
just
us
talk.
wrong.
Like
He's going to attempt to flee. None of these things sound useful to him. No one's trying to convince him
I'm
in a
not
way
gonna-
that makes
What
sense.
do you mean? I am trying to convince
I
him.
had a chance to.
Okay. You want to try to convince him, Claire?
I don't
All right,
think,
well-
guys. I think that you guys are completely going the wrong way. I don't think there's such thing. I don't. Of course, nobody wants an article written about them being a bad person. Like whoever wants that. I
But
don't
that's what
think that we
I
should.
said. I
No,
don't-
no, guys, you are literally accusing him, and he's. Of course, he's not going to want to talk to us if that's the way we're going to come about it. I was just curious. I just wanted to talk to him, see what he feels like, and I honestly
Let me
think
look at rolls.
I'm. Huh?
I'm just
What
going
do
to
you
look
mean?
at rolls.
I just said if he has
Yes.
something like I'm asking him to tell
Okay.
us to tell us his
Anyone want to
story.
try to roll convince on this guy? Because he looks like he's going to bolt.
I'm gonna try to convince.
None of these. Okay. You can. So.
What is that? Emotional?
Yep. It is emotional and 2d6.
Oh, I think I've got a.
Would you at least I mean, we're not. Well, at least talk to exactly about like. It sounds like you guys are related. Could you? You guys are low. Fine. Words.
But I think what
How
Dean
about
was
we're
going
not
to
gonna
say.
write any articles yet? How about we just sit down and talk about it since you guys happen to go to the same school? We're just guys are long lost brothers or something.
So, okay. So, what did you roll?
Maybe I rolled a 9.
Okay. Let me look at what that says. Only if you can reassure them for sure action or protect them somehow. Sure. Okay. You can write an article about that, but the problem here is that he's not sure that he's going to get anything good out of this. What I mean is, okay, you read an article about his cover, but now his cover's blown. So then, that won't help him,
I didn't say I was gonna write an article about his cover.
Well,
I said I just wanted to talk.
Okay, so you just want to talk.
I said I wanted to talk.
Okay, so
That's not what everyone else said.
So-
Whether what they do is up to them.
Okay, so the convince check is sure. You're at this moment you're saying, what are you saying to him to get him to talk to you?
It seems like you guys don't know about each other. I'm just kind of. It also seems you're kind of out of it. I just. How do you? Have you known each other?
No, I try not to run into him.
Hey, Jeffrey,
I didn't. Yeah, which one?
the fake Jeffrey.
Okay.
What are
Yes.
you? What are you trying to hide? What are you afraid of?
Yeah. So you're in trouble?
I'm not in trouble unless you guys start writing articles about me.
Listen, we're not going to write any articles about you.
Okay.
Where do you live?
If you're trying to protect your identity, we need to understand things a little better so that we can help you protect your identity.
Okay. Um. Okay. So the question is now, real Jeffrey has had a lot of shock. Do you, uh, get him away from this? Because I'm sure whatever this guy says is probably going to be even worse.
Derek, can
I
you
feel
can
like
you
I feel like
handle this guy?
I'll take real Jeffrey, and I'll grab a couple of the drinks that are on the table. Say, hey, thanks for these, and come on, Jeffrey. I'm sorry I called you a tool. You're not a tool. You're a pretty good guy. I crack one of the drinks open. I go, do you drink Coke or Pepsi?
And he goes, yeah, he drinks Coke. Like that, like that's what he drinks. He drinks Coke.
Cool.
Listen, Jeffrey. Fake
I'm
Jeffrey.
gonna lead him. I'm gonna lead him away.
Okay.
so
Listen.
Well,
just us in
there's
the
only
front.
one of me in the
Let's-
room, so you could call me Jeffrey. That's
Just
fine.
go.
Okay, Jeffrey. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay.
I saw you in the bathroom. I saw what you are.
He'll tilt his head.
And I'm not gonna and we're not gonna write about that. We're not going to expose that. But I know that you are more than meets the eye.
Okay.
Everyone is special in their
Now-
own special way, you know.
Yeah, we're all kind of special in our own special ways. That's
He just
that
look.
was-
He looks begrudgingly
I,
at the ground, and he says something quietly like, "I didn't know the other Jeffrey was at the club. I just wanted to go to the club because that's what Jeffrey was signed up for." Bad timing on my part.
What?
He didn't know the other Jeffrey was in there. Jeffrey was signed up for the club, so Jeffrey had to go to the club. So he went
so,
when he just arrived there later.
I don't understand. So, were you not expecting the other Jeffrey to be there? He was signed up for the club.
Yes, but I also have to be covering as Jeffrey, and so I have to go to the club.
all right.
Why do you
So,
have to be covering as Jeffrey?
Because that's who I am. My work requires me to be Jeffrey and do things that Jeffrey does.
Your work?
Yes.
What's your work?
is it like an exchange program kind of thing, or
What do
More
you
like
work as?
learning about people?
just he'll say it's a weird way to say it. He says I'm working on integration. And he'll try to say it in a way that makes sense for humans. He'll be like, I observe humans and their behavior, and then I report back.
Oh,
Who do you report to? Who were those people? Who were those other kids you were in the bathroom with?
People who work in very similar circumstances.
oh, okay. So you're just learning. See, that's not that bad. As I said, we're not everyone's.
You're a bit of a
Say
scientist, huh?
I'm not.
The only thing that I knew was that I have an idea of where the person that I've copied is. So when I knew he wasn't there, I showed up. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought,
Okay.
oh, okay, I'm gonna show up there, and yeah, that didn't work out. No,
Do you still want to work at the club? I mean, you can still be a part of the
feels
club.
awkward now that you know.
I
You
mean,
know,
at least
like-
you can if you want to learn more about people and humans. We
but isn't other
So what
Jeffrey
do
gonna
you-
mind? I mean,
I think it's cool. But hey, I got a question for you.
okay.
What's this gate thing that you and the other boys were talking
Gate.
about?
Oh,
I think it's cool too.
there's some sort of underworld gate.
Is that like to another world?
No, it's located on our world. Apparently they're doing. I don't know all the details. I'm just, he'll say, just an agent who does, things for other people. I'm not like, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't have that kind of authority. But from what I've heard, once the gate's constructed and it's working, it'll be much better for all of my people and other things that are around.
Are your people
Are there
really
a
in
lot of
harm's
your
way or
people
something?
around?
Better in what sense?
For integration, you'll say.
Are you guys trying to like come and live out here?
Yeah,
cool.
they're going to immigrate, he says.
Ah,
Hmm.
All right. Well, I mean,
you're gonna.
if you want, you can Oh, I didn't mean to talk over your character. Sorry.
You guys are gonna emigrate here en masse, huh?
Well, that would
Are there a lot of
the-
you?
Well, not as much as there used to be, but there are some.
How many we talking about?
What happened to your people?
Probably a few hundred.
Okay, well, you're not gonna take all of our jobs then. Okay.
I mean, if they wanna, I mean, they're more than welcome. They look like they need some help, but there should be enough.
The problem
it's a
is
big world.
if you write an article or something about me, I don't know how I would be alive. Or I might have to swap with someone else, or yeah, about that. So
Okay.
I cannot let you do that, and I would prefer you not do that.
I look at the rest. I don't think we should. We have enough other things to write articles about. We don't have to, What's your thoughts?
You don't think alien lizard people are living among us is
It's like,
an important news story
If
for our readers?
but I mean, at the same
He'll-
time, how would you feel like if someone wrote a thing about your family and published it for everyone to see?
Honestly, if it was a good story, you know.
I think we should respect his wishes, especially and privacy. I think we could get real, even if we did publish it. I think that we'd get in trouble with the school. I don't think they want us to reveal things, especially for our
but
first
we can. I
article.
think we should maybe we can pivot from like an investigative journal to like a paparazzi one though.
I don't think if someone's asking us not to, if they're doing no harm and they're asking us not to publish something about them, I don't think we should.
I mean, he will say that they have never physically harmed any student. Now he can tell you that outright. Their work has not involved doing that. Now he is not saying that he couldn't if he forced to, but
I think
what kind of alien technology do you got?
not a lot of alien technology. More like his physical strength is actually much higher than humans. He's just playing along.
So
but,
you're okay. Sorry, go ahead.
I still that's just my I mean, how about we just do that article about the like we already found stuff on the rumors about the school. Isn't that enough for the first article? And
Okay,
honestly,
fine. We can save this for later.
I think I still don't think
Like I said, we can punt on that.
I don't think it's a good idea.
And so
I think he's I mean, he's already being open and honest with us right now. He hasn't harmed anybody as far as I know.
it's because you can tell it's because he can't really wiggle out of it. He went to visit and he thought that the other Jeffrey was gone for a while, or he could fool you, and it did not work at all.
But,
Right.
I mean,
I fooled Alex for a little bit. That's it. For what? That first time.
and so
Well,
out of character, it's me, Alex, anyone who else is here.
Dean.
People
I
are.
look at Dean. What do you think? Thoughts? What's your opinion?
My thoughts?
I'm curious. What's your feelings on this?
I want to pull you aside to maybe have like a little bit of a private conversation.
Okay.
So maybe the other dean is,
other
Jeffrey
dean.
Oh no!
Now there's multiple deans. I'm joking.
He goes, it's not quite that simple. In case anyone says anything like that.
I guess we go off this like close enough where we can still PC people, but a little far enough that they can't quite hear our conversation. that make sense?
There's no guarantee that he can't hear us. I mean, if he's not human.
Hey,
Listen, I mean, we gotta tread lightly here. You know what?
Alright, so
This is. I mean, what's the likelihood that this bizarre circumstance is not related to the other bizarre circumstance that we're investigating?
I feel
I mean,
like I feel like he hasn't done us harm. I think if anything, let's try to convince him to join the newspaper club. And
Yeah,
at
but
least if you feel like he's gonna do anything, we can.
he's a lizard person, and I
Who
heard him say
cares?
that him and his
I'm
other
a
lizard.
spider.
What?
What? No, I
Oh.
got a transformation thing. Remember? The other form, the magical girl thing, out of character.
Oh wait, I'm out of character. I'm confused now.
Out of character. Her transformation is kind of spider-like.
Yeah.
You've seen it before. Actually,
Yeah.
did he see it before? Was he
yeah,
there for that?
yeah, no, yeah, he's been there when you've transformed into that
Yeah.
form.
Wait, are you gonna do that now? Should we transform? I mean,
I wasn't.
I wasn't. Why are you talking about your
No, I said
transformation?
you said he was a lizard person. I said I look like a spider when I transform.
Oh, okay.
That's potato.
Well,
Apparently there's a lot of things happening around,
Yeah, I
and
guess
just
so.
because they're different doesn't mean they're bad. And if they turn out to be bad, we'll be there to please stop it. But until
I
that
guess.
happens, I don't think we should jump the gun. I don't think we should publish people's personal information or more stuff. I don't think, especially if someone's truly asking us not to. Sounds like he might either die or do something else. I don't know. I think
I
I think we
You
should
could
just
ask
be
him
cautious
outright
about it.
what he'd have to do one way or the other. Yeah, he might answer you because
But,
he's kind of in a bad place at the moment.
But I think if anything, we should release. At least keep a close. I mean, if it makes you feel better, we could try to keep a close eye on him if he
I
joins
mean,
our
what
club.
homeroom is he in? What
Huh?
homeroom? What homeroom is he in?
Whatever homeroom Jeffrey is.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
A lot of things don't. I mean, I'm not saying like worst comes like.
I mean, this whole high
I don't
school
want
was
to offend.
whack.
I always had these weird premonition dreams and then weird things really started happening recently. Who would have thunk? And now more things are happening more and more. I mean, it is a weird world we live in. But if somebody found out about us and they just wanted to shoot first, ask questions later, would you like that?
Guess not. No.
And I'm just trying to at least until a time he proves to be like hostile towards us or whatever his group is, if they turn out to be hostile toward people, then we can deal with it if that happens. But until then, I say we should at least try to coexist. And if any things lead up to it, well, guess what? We'll be there.
Yeah,
Those are
I
my
don't know.
thoughts.
Something about it just seems fishy, though. I don't know. With all the disappearances, I mean, is that
But then we saw the
resolved?
How loud are
disappearance.
you guys talking? Are you letting people able to hear it, or are you
I
just
mean,
whispering back and forth?
I mean, I'm trying to whisper, but like,
I'm trying to whisper too. I'm
Okay.
trying to whisper in a way.
Dean might get a little loud, not intending to.
Okay.
But I'm trying to have a heartfelt conversation with Dean
Okay.
about
He
this.
goes,
yeah.
well, if you guys want to discuss this, I can go.
No,
You know.
it's okay. I'm just trying to. I just wanted to let you. I just trying to make.
Wait.
Listen,
Just
Jeffrey.
out of curiosity, out of character, Dean and Claire were having this conversation like privately, away from.
Yeah, away from him.
Yeah, and I'm saying
You
I'm
still stand
probably
behind
still
him.
I'm
Oh no,
watching.
you're all by yourself with him. Well, you can have whatever conversation you want. I'm having this awkward.
I'm just making sure that you guys are not next to us. Yeah.
Oh no. Whatever I'm trying to have a heartfelt conversation. Dean,
Yeah. With Derek, yeah, I got it. With Dean,
Derek.
rather.
Yeah,
With Dean, yeah.
But
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. What you do? Well, that's I guess let me try to finish this up so you can say something. So I say let's try to tread caution. I mean, I'm not saying throw caution to the wind. Of course not. I'm saying let's definitely.
Yeah. I mean, there are more just strange things out there than I know about. I'm sure there's a lot that I don't know about, or that I don't know that I don't know about. But at least you and I, we're strange, but at least
I'm very
we're
strange.
connected through Toby, and I don't think he's connected through Toby. So
Yep, and there can be many different types of strangers, and that's okay. And until it turns out to be overly hostile or actively trying to, if they actively, it's not like they're trying to actively take over the world. If that's the case, then you know what, we'll be there to stop them. At least I will. I wouldn't appreciate that, but I've kind of always been kind of different from my family. My mom
Yeah.
always sometimes assumes that I'm going to do the worst things, only because I don't want to dress in nice preppy clothing and follow the same perfect Catholic schoolgirl she's always wanted me to be. And I don't think I want to. You understand what I'm trying to get at, right?
yeah,
I'm
I
not saying.
understand. I mean, I've
Yeah.
always, I don't know my biological family. I'm adopted, and I've always been kind of the black sheep in the family. I don't ever seem to live up to their expectations. So I understand that.
I can feel you there.
Listen,
But
whatever happens, if Jeffrey over here and his kind try to rise up and take over, then
we'll be there to stop them.
I'll be right there to stop them.
And I'll be right there with you when the rest of the team will. But until then, I say we should at least try not to pull the trigger too early, because I think we should at least. I don't think writing an article right now is a good idea. Also, I don't think the teachers would appreciate. We open up the newspaper, and the first thing we have is this,
Right, some tall tale, exactly.
some talk that I think we should do.
I mean, we're not the
something about
National
the school.
Enquirer.
And honestly, the newspaper club is a great way to gather information, to ask those questions. We should at least try not to fuck it up too early.
Right.
Sorry, I just know that if I ever said that to my mom, she'd get angry at me and mad, and that I would even try. So,
That's fine.
Normies are kind of weird.
As while this whole thing is going on, original Jeffrey's kind of just sort of sitting in a chair while you guys are having a quiet conversation over there. He'll look at Alex like, "Oh, hi, Kitty." He'll look at Alex and be like, "So can I go?" Like,
Yeah, you could probably go.
Okay. Just starts getting up.
Come back to the newsroom tomorrow.
Come back to the newsroom tomorrow. Okay. Hey.
And then focus on your article. Pets.
Twice the workload, because one's working on the actual articles and one's working on this other article. Both done by Jeffrey. He's an amazing worker.
He's gonna get out of character. He's gonna get such the best college accreditation. It's gonna be fantastic.
How does he do it? It's amazing. It's like he's two people.
That's what I was saying. A story about, like, imagine reuniting with your long lost twin. The college admissions people will love that. Like, that's such a.
I don't think original
story.
Jeffrey's gonna like that very much. Like, he doesn't like the idea that there's somebody walking around as him. Would you? No.
We can change his hair. Hey, no, I'm not going to.
Yeah, Well, anyway, yeah. See you tomorrow, Jeffrey. Don't think about this too much.
Okay, because he goes, yeah, I'm glad that we've resolved it to something like this, because the other 2 or 3 options don't sound really good for me or for you or for everybody. So if we could just pretend like this didn't happen, and I'll come to the news office tomorrow.
This is the original Jeffrey, right?
No, this is the.
Oh, wait. Well, no, you are not going anywhere.
You just said he could leave.
No, I'm talking to the original Jeffrey.
Original Jeffrey's been gone.
Oh no! Wait. No. Sorry.
No.
I thought we were talking about. I thought the original. I was talking to original Jeffrey. This Jeffrey, we still have questions. I mean, I don't know what Dean and Claire taught. Like, I don't know what they're gonna decide. So
Okay. So again, though, while you guys are having a quiet conversation, he's kind of looking at you like, "Can I go?"
yeah. So just out of character, I'm surprised. I'm surprised how chill you are with lizard people are living among us, Claire.
Out of character. So no. Out of character, she is super. She was. I mean, the fact that magic exists, she can transform into a witch spider person, and other people head blows up big. Another person's a vampire. Another another is a
lizard
bird
people, just
man.
another day on the
Like this
job.
is just another day on the job. Plus, don't you want to learn about other lizard people? So that sounds so cool. You're just trying to scare them away. What? We gotta be discreet. That's
out of character. Again,
out of character. That's out of character.
Yeah, out of character. I get that this is a whole act, like this, like give peace a chance is a whole act of rebellion against your mom, but you do realize that you don't know who the lizard people are. So when they take over the world, it will be too late.
Oh no, they're never gonna get that far because we'll be.
You don't know that. Maybe he's lying. Maybe they're already on like.
I'm not planning. If I have the power to stop them and they act upon it, I will crush them. Just like the last.
I'm just pointing out the flaw in your logic of assuming that this is,
out of character, I 100% believe that this is. I'm just waiting for the moment for them to reveal their true colors. So I get sakes. It's like, okay, see, now we can go and act and destroy them. See.
Okay.
Now we can kill the lizard people.
So now I don't.
Are you having that conversation out loud? Like
no, this is
no.
He's asking
like
for
I said,
my.
I just
asking for my logic about this.
Okay.
Yeah, I was listening to Claire and Dean to talk, and I was like, oh my god, I want to.
Sorry, out of character. Sorry, that if you're wondering what the motivations were, those.
Yeah, no, it's just like it's funny because it's like it's an act of rebellion. It's funny. But yeah, no, I mean, fucking fake Jeff is not going anywhere.
Well, eventually he will be like, okay, well.
So wait, where do you live? Where do you live, Jeff? Jeffrey?
Jefferson? You ask him where he lives?
Yeah.
He says he lives in a series of caves not too far from the school.
Caves?
Yeah.
Like where the rum runners were?
No, he'll say kind of north of that. That's not our territory.
Oh. Well, maybe you can. Do you live with those other guys?
What other guys?
Whose territory is it?
Oh, that nice catch. I don't know. They're loud. I believe you guys would refer to them as the people of the deep or the deep ones.
Ooh, yikes. But wait. Do you live by yourself?
The lizard people? He says, yeah, me and a small group of people of our kind.
Oh, how many of you are there?
I don't think I should reveal that.
So what are your motivations for?
Are we back?
What, from your conversation? Yeah, I assume.
I thought it had come to an end and.
No, out of character, I thought that they were having another conversation while we were having this conversation.
Oh well. Yeah.
I mean, I guess we would have some time, right?
It depends on the order of things. Okay, so you had your conversation. The thing is, eventually he'll be like, okay, well, I'm sitting here while they're having a quiet conversation, right? So it depends on how you want to do this. Do you want to have just Alex's conversation be with just Alex and him, or do we want to just have it after a period of time?
I mean, I think it's fair that you can run a conversation.
Yeah, because I mean,
with Alex and him. Just
right.
and then we know the two conversations are running concurrently.
Sure, I'm just seeing how far I have to rewind things too. That's all.
I'm just not gonna just sit there in silence,
Okay, so let's pretend some of that conversation didn't happen, and we're gonna start it off with you guys are having a quiet conversation. and he's gonna basically be kind of disgruntled and be like, "Well, if I'm not needed here, I'm gonna get going." Alex,
Where are you gonna go?
I'm gonna leave the school and go home. It's the end of the
Oh,
day.
where do you live?
I live in a series of caves several miles north of here. It takes a little while to get there.
And you live like what with your by yourself?
With a few of my kind, yes.
How many?
Can't tell you.
Can't or won't?
A little of both. Um, can't because that feels like that's revealing too much. You know what I mean? Like he'll look at you, give you this look like, I don't think I can, because I assume, just much like being revealed, there'd be consequences of that.
Well, I thought, I'm, I thought you were my friend. I thought we were becoming friends.
So far, the only thing you've done is saying you wanted to publish an article about us being twins. That didn't really strike me as friendship.
No. I said that is what you told us. Like the first thing you said is like, "Oh yeah, I'm his twin," right? So I
I
was like,
was
"Oh yeah."
well.
I
I
was
figured
I was saying it's an inspiring story
because
about a long lost twin.
I figured Jeffrey in his weakened state would cave to us being twins. However, it seemed like he had taken too much mental damage.
Right. But I'm saying, when people tell me who they are, I believe them. So I was like, that's an inspiring story. The college admissions people will love that.
Right, but the publishing of the story is a problem. We can't. No, that can't be a thing.
Well, this is a newspaper.
Yeah, that's great, but the article can't be about me or my people.
Okay, well, I'm saying that's why I was trying to tell you. It's like, yeah, if you guys are not twins, then tell us who you are, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, he tells you the same thing he's pretty much said before.
Yeah.
They're lizard men. You knew that part, and that they're agents observing humans so that eventually, when the time of their integration happens, they can know how to act like people.
I'm curious about this integration. Like, why here? Why our planet? And what happened to your people?
Well, this is our planet too. He says, like, if you didn't go from another planet.
What do you mean?
Oh man, this is gonna take a lot. Do you have like an hour and a half to talk about hyperbia, or sorry, hyperborea?
Hyper what now?
Well, this is where the conversation will probably catch up. He goes on about, oh, beneath the Earth there was another Earth, and it's basically like it's when the meteor came, him and his people fled underground to the second Earth, but eventually that became a problem, and then they came back. It's like, if I don't know if you guys know much about Lizard Man lore, but this is a long section. Like,
I don't know about lizard men lore.
I just
okay.
know Yig is a elder god. That's about it.
So a lot of the thing lore involving lizard men comes from Conan. I'm not even kidding. Is like Conan the Barbarian leaning. It's the same. So Lovecraft.
Wait.
I'll give you the short version. Lovecraft and the guy that wrote Conan and like some of that stuff early on, and like about Hyperbia and Hyperborea or Hyperbia. It's basically a land where they come from. So there is actually a Lovecraft connection to the other world below the Earth. You know what I'm saying? Like how
Oh my god, this is
yeah,
some deep lore I'm not aware of.
there is.
This is actually kind of interesting.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
A thing. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
Out of character,
Lovecraft.
this is very interesting.
Yeah. No, this is awesome.
Tell me more.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it for you. Okay. Yeah, so Hyporian Age, that's what it's called. And so it is part of one of the canon things is that Conan and Lovecraft is sort of contemporary with each other. It's very odd. But basically, Hyporion was a land that exists below the regular Earth.
Wait, so Conan and Lovecraft are in the same universe?
Yes.
That's awesome. I never knew that.
In some weird way, yes. So inspiration for Lovecrafted references, yeah.
Something the players learned today.
Magic sect. Try to find the bit, but basically he describes to you another world below the earth, and that's where his people fled to, and eventually that became a problem, so they had to come back to the surface. But
Why is it a problem?
things just went really bad down there. That's all.
Like how?
Man, you're gonna. Okay, first of all, this is a very long conversation. Second of all, I'd have to do a lot more research.
You could just say that the characters talk about that.
Yeah,
That
basically.
character and say that they
Yeah.
had that conversation.
Yeah, he.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I mean, it's just like this is fascinating.
Truly proud of this. I'm like doing my best to like refine some of the stuff. Basically, he would describe it as a couple of things. One, there was never a long-term solution to live there. You know what I'm saying? And two, eventually, population issues, a lot of other things happened, and their people were forced back to the surface.
Was some sort of an ethnic displacement campaign?
Man, you're talking about ancient history to this guy. Like, it's like I mean, it's a lot of it's below my, you know, like I wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like relatively new generation wise.
Right. So you're you're a descendant of the refugees. Got it.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Only a certain number of us could get through the gate.
So tell me about this gate and the fact that you're building a bigger, better one.
He goes again. I'm not in charge of this sort of thing. There is a rumor that there is this gate that is being constructed, and when it is done, a lot of things around here will change.
Around here will change
Yes.
for us humans.
Yes.
In what way?
A lot of the things that could not be here will be able to be here.
How ominous.
Well, for us, it means more of our kind will be able to come to the surface because of.
Yeah. No, I get that part.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's very interesting. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Oh, have we rejoined the conversation at this point?
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
at some
that's
point you
about.
guys.
I mean,
All
somewhere,
right,
somewhere
are we
mid
gonna be able to
conversation.
Are your people we're gonna be able to coexist, like together, friendly?
Well, he says that's partly what this research is for.
Okay.
Hmm.
Would you? So are you just
So
you guys are just trying to peacefully integrate to this part
Our
of the world?
our
Just
ideal, our
Not.
he'll say what are their idea is to integrate into society as people and do the things that normal people do, try to get status, try to get wealth, but not like they're not evil in that way. They're not like going around murdering people or something.
Yeah, I mean,
Listen, I just want to say,
no, go ahead.
I just want to say, and no offense, I hope we can coexist peacefully. But when I was a little kid, I watched a TV series called V, and it was about these alien race who visited this planet, and they integrated into society, and they looked like us, and they could peel their skin away, and they were lizard people underneath, except they had ulterior motives, and they didn't want to live in peace, and they actually started to feed on people, and they enslaved people, and they consumed people, and we were nothing more than a food source for them. So I was a little kid when this TV show was on. It was a mini series, and it traumatized me. And you'll have to please excuse me for my feelings about this. I want to coexist peacefully. How can you assure me that you and your people are here to coexist with us?
I would also emphasize that the word integrate is probably not the right one. It's more like infiltrate.
I mean, integrate.
No, infiltrate, because they're going to be covertly living among us.
All right, well, let's. I look up. Do you have any? You guys, are you any ways you could come peacefully?
What do you eat, by the way?
Meat? I
Probably
mean,
meat.
generally our diet is meat mostly.
Like human meat?
I think this is not where it's going, Duzek. If I think we're getting off
we
topic.
don't.
Okay.
We've advanced beyond our ancestors. Wait,
Mhm.
that wasn't the right way to say it. We don't eat humans.
Right.
I think it would listen, as sort of a gesture in good faith. I think you should invite us to your homes so we can meet your people, and maybe that way we can help you integrate with our society peacefully.
I don't think that's a really wise decision. I
Well,
think that's gonna go
it
as well as you think.
it wouldn't be a wise decision for us to expose your species.
No, I have a feeling if you exposed us, I would just be dead, and then you will have no story.
Not if you're well kept among us.
No.
By the way, how do you steal people's faces?
Huh? Oh, we just have to make a link with them.
Oh yeah. What do you mean?
Well, the garment that we wear, as long as can catch a time where he is either sleeping or in a state where he can be suggested, we can spend time with them and absorb their likeness.
Mm.
For example, since I've spent, unfortunately, he says, if I was to take your likeness, you would have to be asleep or something. It's not an active thing. If, he'll say something like that. Because you were curious about it. He'll be like, if I was to take your likeness, you'd have to be in sort of asleep or unaware of it.
Mm-hmm. And you guys have been around for a little bit, right? So is Ronald Reagan also a lizard person?
I heard that.
No, he's not a lizard person.
What about the president?
He's an actual monster. He just wears a human face.
Oh.
Yeah. What about Bill Clinton?
Oh, he's normal.
The current president.
Yeah, no, he's normal.
Uh-huh.
You can tell. She'll say.
Like, you can see the happiness leave his face whenever he's on TV.
No, he just makes a lot of stupid mistakes. Not that I don't make mistakes, apparently.
I think we shouldn't write an article. I think we should at least. I think maybe what if you joined the newspaper club? You can learn a lot about people, and we can get to know you.
I intended to join the newspaper club as Jeffrey, since that's what I had signed. It had been signed up for.
That's just my opinion. Why look at the other two? What do you guys think?
And well, how do we know that that if we let him go right now, he'll come back tomorrow?
Are you asking him? Or who are you asking?
I'm asking out into the group.
Look, he goes, if I really wanted to leave and not engage you, I would just leave, and you probably would be very hard to stop me. So
why is that?
He
claims to be super strong. But I don't know. I feel like he might meet his match here.
What'd you say?
I'm saying you think you're super strong, but I think you might meet your match in us.
Quick out of character thing. He doesn't know that any of you guys have superpowers.
Yeah,
He's never
that's it. I know,
yeah.
I know, and that was like a vague, sort of a vague threat.
I'm gonna lean in towards him. I've got a secret too. Batman.
My God, I spit out my tea.
But no, I mean, what stops you from, just abandoning the Jeffrey skin and then just becoming someone else, stealing someone else's identity?
How do I know you're not gonna show up tomorrow as me?
So, what is it you want from me? Do you want me to show up at your club as Jeffrey? Do you want me to bolt out of this chair and probably, I don't know, knock over a couple of you in a scuffle? What do you want?
I think it would be in the best interest for both parties if we got to know each other a little bit better. And I'm not saying that in a threatening way. I just think that it's mutually beneficial that we become friends.
I've been saying that from the beginning. I was
I've
like,
been trying. Learning someone writing them an article isn't making friends. But I think that's a good idea. Let's become friends.
give peace a chance.
Okay, so then what's going to happen is I will come back to the club as Jeffrey when Jeffrey is not here, and I don't know how this will work. Okay,
How about if you just change your hair? Is there a way you can like change your hairstyle or something so I don't look exactly like him? Oh, I think I remember reading in a book somebody putting glasses on. No one could tell the difference.
Well, it's more like there can only be one Jeffrey in the club, right? So he'll say,
Yeah, you could be Jeff.
What if you're Joffrey?
Yeah, I mean, we give you a little makeover, a whole new identity.
We like wearing black.
okay. He'll just consider things. Okay. Other Jeffrey is probably going to be upset if I show up at the same time he's there.
Well, that kid needs to be a little stronger anyway.
And the other two?
Yeah, I think the two of you are poised to grow a little bit.
We'll just say that
different hours. Like he shows up for the first half.
Different days of the week. I don't know.
Yeah, that could work.
Okay. So it seems like you guys have taken a peaceful route. He goes, well,
well, for now.
All right. So you try to write like a schedule where like one Jeffrey will show up at the club, the other Jeffrey will show up, or something like that.
I think that's fine.
Yeah. A two schedule solution.
Okay. And you still have to kind of like eventually. And I know this. I feel bad because Derek kind of like went off screen for a long time, and he's had to deal with probably the whole time a crying mess of a Jeffrey during this whole thing, and eventually he just left. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, if you want to, if you're trying to really integrate into human society, making friends is kind of a core part of the human experience.
Stick together and like
yeah.
be friends with one another for the most part. Granted, I usually
Okay. So we'll end it on the note of because it is 11. You guys have sort of like you haven't rejected Jeffrey yet. You're just kind of like, we'll keep an eye on him.
Out of character, yeah. I wasn't pushing too hard, guys. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
I mean, I'm still sort of skeptical that he'll come back. Well, out of character, I'm still a little skeptical that he's not just gonna fucking run off and change identities.
Oh no. Well, here's the deal. He told us where his clan hideout is. So
he said it's in the cave up north. Like that's.
Well, close to school. So it couldn't be that far. He said a couple miles. Then
Well, yeah, I'm just saying he can come back as one of us tomorrow.
I
because
mean, out of character, he could probably come back as the principal and tell you guys to like, you know what I mean? Like he
Yeah,
can
that's what I'm saying.
shapeshift.
He can be Bill Clinton for all we know.
I out of she Claire wasn't outright rejecting the route to violence. She just wasn't sure exactly what they were capable of. So she wanted to keep a closer eye on them. That was really what it was. I hope you knew that.
You definitely were strongly not rejecting the route of violence in your monologue.
No, she. Okay, maybe. All right, that's me. That's my fault.
What? Sorry, hard to hear.
No, you're right.
I mean, that's kind of what I got from that. No, it's cool. I don't know, it's just funny. Funny for you to say
I
that
have an
now.
idea. So trying to role play Claire's a little tough because I have an idea what I want her to do, but she isn't she's perfectly fine with ending things in violence. It's just like you gotta the way you go about it, we can't I wasn't trying to
We can't start there.
I didn't want to outrightly antagonize them quite yet until they meant harm.
Right, I'm saying you can't
Like
start with violence.
It's just he isn't. This guy isn't. He isn't evil as far as you can tell. But it's more like one of those things where if he's not getting anything out of it and it's only bad for him, why would he help you? You know.
Right. I mean, also, I don't we don't know too much about lizard psyche and their
Right.
capacity to lie and deceive.
Oh, can I make a actually? That's in that case. Throughout the whole conversation, was he being sincere? Can I make a roll for it?
Uh,
Can I see if I
yeah.
can
Let's
figure
see.
out? Because before, at least because if he isn't being
okay.
sincere about it, well,
Well, I mean, he sounds sincere, but again,
detect
Let's
motive. I don't know.
touch their
a
heart.
lizard people good at lying.
F3.
You rolled
Yikes.
3. You seem sincere.
He seems super trustworthy.
I mean,
Oh yeah. I trust him with my. Here's the keys to my car. Here's my social. Oh, you can take my credit card information too. I don't need
Yeah,
that.
I mean, you were trying to help him integrate. That'll help him.
Here's all my information. See, now I don't need to exist.
Yeah.
Just take me out. Just take.
All right.
Just take.
Well, we'll leave it kind of at you guys have decided you're not gonna like tie him to a chair and like do violence.
I
He's gonna.
very much was considering that, to be honest.
Are you or aren't you? Because he's gonna get up from the chair and eventually.
No.
try to
I'm
leave.
saying. I mean, I guess I'm convinced. I'm not gonna. We live in a democracy.
Okay. So eventually he will get up from the chair and goes, "Well, I will see you in club. Feel free to like leave a note
come back
in Jeffrey's
tomorrow.
locker, yeah, or something. So I know what my
Come
schedule is.
back to the club tomorrow. We'll tell the other Jeff to work on his story in the meantime.
I'm curious what Derek's thoughts were since he wasn't even here to have this entire conversation.
I feel bad for Derek too.
Yeah, but well, it is what it is.
I mean, eventually. I don't think
he's here. I'm sure he would have voiced his opinion, as he usually has one.
You have an opinion? You're here?
I haven't seen anything pop up. All right. Well, I'm just gonna end it for right now with him getting up and seeing like, well, I'll see you guys tomorrow, I guess.
Yes.
Oh, actually, well, Monday because that's the next time.
Any plans for the weekend?
He'll just laugh and walk out. You might get a laugh.
That went well, guys.